time for Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. Rams football on WMIX and the Section 618 app is powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Mount Vernon Rams football is also presented in part by Wren Lake College, Country Financial Agent Josh Finley, Mays & Sons Plumbing, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Munkin Toyota, Landers Collision Centers, Bean Insurance, People's National Bank, State Farm Agent Tony Wilt, SSM Health, Culver's of Mount Vernon, Hannigan and McGovern, Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC, Walgreens Distribution Center, and Hall Insurance Group. We take you to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams football starts now.
The Mount Vernon Rams are 1-0 after last week's big win over the Taylorville Tornadoes. 40-0 was the final score in that one, and they're back at home here tonight. Good evening, I'm Chris Hugo for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show, AM 940, 96.5 FM, or you can watch us live tonight on the Section 618 app. The Rams battle a 1-0 Mascoutah team that had a big win a week ago against the Columbia Eagles. 49-26 the final on that one. Columbia susceptible to the run, but also susceptible to the pass, and the Indians used that to a big advantage. They win 49-26. They never trail in that one. As we get into this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show from your Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, Angela French back at the Mount Vernon studio. Jeff Lonan, Lady Rams basketball coach, former offensive coordinator for this Rams football program, will join me in a bit. We'll also be joined by Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings. We'll talk about the excitement of last week. A full house at Ken Hunt Stadium a week ago. Not quite as full here tonight, but still plenty of time to get here. It's just after 6:30, 6:32. We'll have kickoff coming up at 7 o'clock. Straight up top of the hour. It's coming up. Mount Vernon Rams football against the Mascoutah Indians. As the home team looks to get to 2-0. We talk with Dan Mings about how they can get there. It's still coming up. Landers Towing and Collision Centers. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS the next time you need them. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Of course, we'll have your Munkin Toyota keys to the game coming up as well as your Hall Insurance Group starting lineups. It's all straight ahead. But first, we must speak with Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings. It's coming up after a quick break. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Raise a Warrior, RLC's micro-scholarship program for in-district students grades 3 through 12. Get up to $2,000 for college at RLC. Earn points with things students do every day. Honor roll, sports, volunteering, clubs, and so much more. Parents create an account, set up your child's profile, and that's it. You're now ready to earn and track points toward real money for college. Let RLC help you raise a warrior. Get started today. micro.rlc.edu.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
Welcome back to the Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show, WMIX, WMIXsports.com, and the Section 618.com app. Download at Google Play or the App Store. This past Monday, we had the opportunity to sit down with Rams football coach Dan Mings and talk about the week that was in Rams football. And boy, was it a week. They beat the Taylorville Tornadoes, of course, 40-0 in a running clock game. We talked about the successes. We talked about so many things, including how great the offensive line was, paving the way for over 500 rushing yards. We talk about these Mascoutah Indians in front of us here tonight, how tough they're going to be, and the different dynamic that they present. Here's Dan Mings.
Dan, I can't reiterate enough. I know we exchanged a couple of texts on Friday night, but I haven't seen a crowd that big at Ken Hunt Stadium. Well, at Ken Hunt Stadium ever. For a Mount Vernon Rams home game, it has certainly been a long time. And truthfully, even with a playoff appearance in 2013, a second-round home game, I don't know that I've seen that big a crowd since the last time you were here. How important was it? How much energy did that help create to see such a big crowd at home?
Well, just guessing, over 3,000 people were there, and it was a tremendous atmosphere from the beginning. The kids were, I think our kids were in awe. of everybody that was there. But, we kept trying to tell them, the people are going to come out and support us, and we've got to put a good product out there. And, it was good to see the kids in the tunnel and the fans cheering and the cowbells ringing. And, it was sort of, to me, it was sort of what I was used to here, so it was just a great welcome home. And I think we played pretty well.
It seemed like a perfect storm of momentum. The big crowd for the energy. You score on the first play from scrimmage. You recover an onside kick on the very next kickoff. You score on that drive. It just seemed like things kept going the way of the Ram on Friday night. Things were well executed. Unofficially, I had you guys for over 500 yards. Lon and I should say had you guys for over 500 yards rushing. It just seemed like things kept developing. Things kept going the way of the Ram, and it just seemed like that execution was there. It just made for a perfect night, in my opinion.
Well, it was, and we went back and sort of rechecked the stats and stuff. We had 539 yards rushing on 37 carries. We averaged over 20 yards a pop. Which on the ground that's pretty good. And Taylorville was young. They were playing a lot of sophomores, and in 2 years from now, they probably will play pushing for a 4A state title. But we caught them at the right time. They're sort of in a reloading type situation, and we were in a situation where they were our entire focus for the entire summer. So we knew that we wanted to get off to a 1-0 start, and we wanted to play fast. And we saw some things on film from the previous years that, if they did the same thing to us, we felt like no matter what they did, it was going to be tough to stop us. They came out, they did the same thing. Our kids knew exactly what we were going to be. And, it was just, we pinned our ears back on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, and we just sort of took it to them.
Well, and I know in a game like that, the three-headed monster in the backfield is going to get a lot of the publicity. But talk about how well your offensive line performed on Friday night.
It may have been the best offensive line performance that any team that I've ever had has had. And that's saying something, because I had some tremendous offensive lines in the past, but we talked to our kids about making those now men proud, because you don't do anything without a great offensive line, no matter what you do. And, they played so fast, and they hustled and maintained blocks and did everything you asked them to do. And they were pretty special.
Just everything seems special. Defense as well. I mean, you talked about how well prepared your defense was, and they knew exactly where Taylorville was going to be, and it really felt that way. I mean, I saw hard hitting. I saw speed. You warned me about the speed off of your line. It felt like there was a lot of speed off of the edge. Your linebackers were fast. Your secondary was fast. A fast defense led to a shutout on Friday night, and that was just a brilliant performance.
Well, and it was, but again, some of it had to do with the opponent we were playing, but we knew what they were going to do before they were going to do it. And we always talk about percentages, those types of things with our kids. If we are 85% sure on what they're going to do before they snap the ball, that makes us pretty dangerous and fast, and that's what we were. So we took advantage of what they gave us. And like I said, we just laid our ears back, and we've been working on running and hitting people for 4 months, and now it just all came out. We had big hit after big hit. I think we had 12 tackles for a loss. We had many tackles for no gain, so when you hold a team to 70 yards total offense per game, you play pretty well on the defensive side.
Absolutely. And now you get a bit of a different look on Friday night. You have the Mascoutah Indians coming in. Obviously, they have a high-octane offense through the air, but they can also get it done on the ground as well. And so a little bit more of a seasoned veteran feel to the team coming in on Friday night. So for Mascoutah, obviously a different look, maybe a different result, who knows. But this is a good test for your defense on Friday night as well.
Well, and it is going to be a giant test to where we're at. And, everybody still has to sort of temper, the expectation a little bit because we are still learning. You know, I mean, we're playing hard, we're playing fast, but, you know, we made some mistakes. You know, we're going to have to do a lot of cleanup work over the next couple of days because Mascoutah is talented. They're every bit as fast as we are, you know, and they have 3 or 4 years of rolling. You know, they've got things going in the right direction, and they're about 3 or 4 years ahead of us right now. So, I mean, we're going to have to do everything we can to be as competitive as we can.
So what will it take for the Rams to get a W on Friday night?
Well, you got to take care of the ball. You know, I mean, that's the biggest thing. We cannot have turnovers. We have to maintain the time of possession on the clock. We have to make them stop us. We can't stop ourselves. So if it comes down to, you know, again, our offense is our best defense as well. If we take the time off the clock and we force them into mistakes where we can play aggressive on the defensive side, you know, we can beat this team. You know, I mean, is it, you know, I'm not an odds player. You know, I'm a football coach, and on Friday night when we kick it off, it's 50-50. You know, every week it's going to be 50-50 for us. But if we come out and play as prepared and as hard as we did last Friday, we will be in the football game at the end of it.
You bring up a great point about at the end of the game. Friday night, for many of those kids, obviously it was their first post-game speech from Dan Mings, but it was their first post-game speech following a win. What was the energy like in your
excitement after the game? All the student body there after the game, the kids jumping and having, you know, the sort of the victory yell, you know. But we have to teach all those things until it becomes normal again, you know. And obviously, you know me, you know, I'm not the world's most normal person, but, you know, I want to bring my normal back to the Vern.
Well, your normal for the Vern worked out pretty well the first time, and so far it's worked out pretty well with a 1-0 record to start. And again, not trying to take away anything from the Rams, but I think you would agree, and we've talked about it already, patience still going to be the virtue for this program. Obviously, it's nice to get off to a 1-0 start, but I mean, this is a different Mascoutah team coming in. I'm not saying you're going to be 1-1. Please don't take it that way. But I think it'll help the general public to know that things went really well Friday night. We have a different team coming in on Friday, but still, get your butts out there and support these kids. Take your radio if you come. If you can't come, watch it at home, but support these kids and watch them as they grow here in 2022.
Well, and that's the thing. It is a growth process. I mean, so if we start out week 1 and we look that good, just imagine how good that we can look when we're grown. You know, I mean, and that's the thing. But, you know, I remember whenever I hit my growth spurt, there's a little pain involved, you know, and it's not going to be any different with us. You know, we're going to continue to grow, but there's going to be a little pain involved with the growth process. Now, do I think we can win Friday night's game? Absolutely. Do I think that it's going to be a different type of a game than it was the past Friday? Absolutely. If it's not, if we come out and we roll up on Mascoutah, look out. You know, I mean, honestly, look out. But they're just like every other person, every other thing. As you grow, there are pains to that. And, you know, we're going to experience those at some point during the year. But right now, everything is really good. The kids are focused. They're driven. We're working hard. So it's going to be a fantastic game, I think.
Absolutely. The community's excited. I'm excited. You're excited. Your kids are excited. What could possibly go wrong, Dan Mings? I hope next week we're talking about 2-0.
I do too. Hey, the team that goes 2-0 usually goes to the playoffs. So, you know, I mean, that's something that we really want to try to get 2-0.
For the people who have not experienced you, I just want them to know you're one of the few guys to ever take an 0-2 team to the playoffs. So I don't count you out until it's time to count you out.
Oh, no. I mean, don't count us out at all. But, you know, we're going to try to get 2-0. You know, I mean, you can't be 3-0 unless you're 2-0. So, you know, that's the goal, to win every game we play.
Cautious optimism is how I would describe it. For the Mount Vernon Rams and Dan Mings, obviously you have a 40-0 win in week 1. Looks like things are back on track right away. But this is a different Mascoutah team tonight. Going to have a high-octane offense. We'll see if this hard-hitting defense can stifle them.
We'll have your Monken Toyota keys to the game coming up, as well as your Hall Insurance Group starting lineups. It's all still to come on your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Back at Ken Hunt Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth on AM 940, 96.5 FM, and of course, watch us live, section618.com. Click Watch Live at the top or download the Section 618 app. There's a little banner on there. It says Watch Mount Vernon Rams Sports. We're pretty easy to find. Or for the rest of this school year, you can go to WMIXsports.com and click Watch Live as well. With Jeff London, I'm Chris Hugo for this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Coach for the Mount Vernon Rams, we talked about it with Dan Mings. Obviously, it was a big win last week. However, coming into tonight, things are going to be a little bit different against a Mascoutah team that returns a lot of key cogs from last year's machine that throttled the Rams. However, this is a different Rams team. Who knows what we may see tonight?
Who knows, right? And it's a little bit different animal this week. There's no doubt about that. You just mentioned that. This is a team who I was told today, late in the day, that these guys were ranked in 4A. Is that true, Chris? I heard from Coach McCoy he thought they were about 8th right now, maybe 9th in 4A. I don't know if that's valid or not, but that's what I was told by one of the coaches who I respect and trust. So, you know, tonight is going to be a good measuring stick to see exactly where we are. If we can compete tonight, win, lose, or draw, you know, that's a good sign because we know this is a good football team coming in here to compete against the Rams tonight, and you know we're gonna wait and see what happens. But definitely a little different animal than we had last week in Taylorville. Look for this to be a really good football game, really competitive football game, back and forth, and usually in games like this, Chris, it's 2 or 3 plays that oftentimes decide the whole thing. So, you know, who's going to make a big play here or there, you know, who's going to hold on to the ball, who's going to fumble, you know, maybe a big special teams play could come into play tonight. But I look for this to be a barn burner tonight and something that we didn't see last week where the Rams just came out and totally dominated in the first half. Now, obviously we'll take that, but I don't expect that against this Mascoutah team. I think they're very well coached. I think they're very, very talented, and the Rams will have to be on top of their game tonight to get a victory.
Certainly will. We'll get to the keys to the game in just a moment. But first, Landers Collision Center would like to welcome Welch Collision Center to the Landers Collision Center team. Now with more locations to serve you, call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Of course, keys to the game handed to us by Monken Toyota, where Monken Toyota, MountVernon.com makes it easier than ever to shop with SmartPath. From the dealership or the couch, see live inventory and pricing, as well as unlock all deals. Save time, shop smart with SmartPath at Monken Toyota, MountVernon.com. How do the Rams win this tonight?
Well, the first thing they got to do is just shorten the game. I think what you're going to notice, that little play clock down there in the corner that a lot of people oftentimes don't look at, it's a huge part of this game. You're going to see the Rams snap the ball offensively at about 4 every single time. Even if they're ready and they're on the line of scrimmage, they're going to let that clock run down to about 4 seconds before they ever snap the ball. That shortens the game, increases your possession time, and keeps the opposing offense off the field. So that's very much in play tonight. That's a strategy that they're going to try to use. Okay, now that doesn't apply if we fall behind, obviously. You know, if we get behind by a couple scores, then that's out the window. But as long as the game's in check, it's a stalemate, maybe down a score, up a score, up 2 scores, whatever, in that range, you're going to see us run every second off that play clock that we can to shorten the game. And I think that's a real game within the game that you're going to see tonight. Secondly, I think we're going to have to toss the ball around just a little bit more in terms of passing the ball as opposed to last week. We threw 1 pass last week, and I think we had an interception. Didn't need to throw it last week. We just basically ran the ball down Taylorville's throat. Tonight, not sure that's going to happen, as consistently as it did last week. So we may have to look for some play-action passes off our blast, our counter, or traps. Look for some play-action passes off those running plays. I think we need to hit a few of those to maintain some drives, maintain some first downs, because I think this team's going to make us work for first downs. So we're probably going to have to put the ball in the air, I would say 6 to 8 times tonight, just to keep the defense honest and also to, pick up some key first downs. I don't think we're going to be able to line up and just run it 60 times and win, like we did last week. So I think the throwing game, the play-action game, will come into play just a little bit. It's not a throwing offense, I know that, but there are throwing options out of play action off of all those running plays. And I think you're going to have to go to that level tonight to kind of execute and keep your drives alive.
Visit Munkin Toyota in person for a professional showroom presentation on all vehicles, including a thorough explanation of all available options and specs of each vehicle. That's just part of their world-class service. Find them west of the interstates in Mount Vernon or shop online at MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com. Those keys to the game from Lady Rams basketball coach and retired offensive coordinator Jeff Lonnen. We appreciate that. We'll take another break on the Landers Collision Center's pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you set up for kickoff tonight. The Mount Vernon Rams and Mascoutah Indians both are undefeated. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
DollarSavingDeals.com is the saving superstore everyone is talking about. Hi, this is Leah from DollarSavingDeals.com. Right now, you can buy half-price certificates to your favorite places in Southeast Missouri and Southern Illinois, just like Smocktails in Carlisle, Rare Chop House in Mount Vernon, Cocopelli Golf Club, Bubba's 2 in Nason, The Turn Restaurant and Lounge, Beauty Glow Tanning Studio, and so much more. Next time you want to go to your favorite place for half the price, shop DollarSavingDeals.com.
Are you ready for your team to get their license? I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. I know it's a little scary when you see your kids backing out of the driveway by themselves for the first time, but knowing that your young driver has the proper protection from Country Financial could make you feel better. Call today, 242-4024, or visit me online at josh.finley@countryfinancial.com.
Need work but not finding anything requiring skill or experience?
Yeah, I need a job where I can continue to grow, not start over flipping burgers.
Do you like working with your hands?
Yes.
Have you managed a team or operations before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you're exactly who we're looking for.
Walgreens Distribution Center is hosting Walk-In Wednesdays from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Meet directly with HR to apply and interview. Offers will be made to qualified candidates on spot. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free work.
Let the journey inspire you in a new 2022 Toyota Avalon. Hi, this is Chris Wilson from Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. The 2022 Avalon Limited is midsize luxury with heated and ventilated seats, power tilt, slide, moonroof, and premium JBL sound, and so much more. Now you can save big with $1,000 cash when you finance through Toyota Financial. Come see me, Chris Wilson, at Munkin Toyota just west of the interstates in Mount Vernon, or if you are expanding inventory online at MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
Kickoff coming up at the top of the hour here on WMIX Mount Vernon. Chris Hugo, Lady Rams basketball coach Jeff Lonnen alongside. They're working on the coin toss in midfield between the Mascoutah Indians and the Mount Vernon Rams. Still waiting on the Rams to bust through the breakaway banner in the south end zone as they're getting ready to take the field here in a matter of moments. And, Coach, for the Mount Vernon Rams, I know it was an exciting week last week. Obviously a full crowd. This is a Labor Day crowd tonight, but it is a great Labor Day crowd nonetheless. It's tough to get that entertainment dollar Labor Day weekend for sure, but I have to imagine that Monday morning there had to be, with all the students that were here Friday night, had to be a pretty good vibe around campus.
Great vibe. Yeah, no doubt about it. Great vibe. But I think, if you look at the past, okay, let's go back 6-7 years, since Coach Shaner left. This is a program who hasn't won a whole lot of football games, much less even been in football games. So all of a sudden, Coach Mings comes to Mount Vernon, hires a great staff. They've worked so hard to get these guys where they are, installed systems on both sides of the ball. You don't know, how good that's going to be starting out. There's a lot to learn. I don't care what anybody says. This whole thing they're doing is going to take, it's going to take a while. We're not there yet. We won 40-0 last week, and I'm telling you, there's only maybe 40% of this whole deal installed. So you come back Monday, and you've beaten. The challenge for the coaches this week was to refocus, and it's great, 40-0, but it's the whole not being used to success. I think that probably was the most challenging thing for our coaches this week, to get these guys to refocus and get them to understand, hey, 1-0 ain't good enough. We want to be 2-0, then we want to be 3-0, then we want to be 4-0. I mean, it's a grind. It's 9 weeks. And one big win's great, considering the last 6 or 7 years, but it's nothing, in the big scheme of things when you're trying to make the playoffs. And I guarantee you this coaching staff is trying to make that's their goal. I mean, I don't care how many games we've lost before 6 months ago. These guys think they can make the playoffs, and I'm not so sure they're not right. I mean, after what I saw last week, and they continue to install their offensive defensive system. No, we're not smooth yet. No, we're not totally clicking yet. No, it's not all taught. But, man, they looked good last week, and they certainly look good enough to compete and win 5 games. So I think they're thinking in their mind, we've got to keep these kids focused, try to get them to 2-0, and then let's go to work next Monday and try to focus on 3-0 and not just be happy that we won a game. That's the challenge when you're coaching this team right now.
Well, the challenge tonight in the Mascoutah Indians, a team that last year, you talk about some of the returning talent they have, especially Allen Middleton and Quincy Hall, 2 wide receivers. Quincy Hall also plays both ways, had an interception return on the first series last week against Columbia, and after that interception return, they never looked back and round to a 49-26 win. But they're going to get it done through the air, something that we know the Rams might have a bit of susceptibility with. Defensively, of course, but it's a good offensive team. It's going to be up to the Ram defense, but they show a susceptibility to the run as well, going up 5.94 yards a carry last week against Columbia. Meanwhile, the Rams averaged over 20 a carry.
They did, and that stat right there bodes well for what we're trying to do. And on the other side of the coin, this team is a little bit more proficient at throwing the football. They're going to line up in shotgun. They're going to be spread wide. There's going to be guys running open. We got to know our coverages. We got to know what area of the field we have defensively in our secondary. This team's going to really challenge us, Chris, in the secondary defensively, because they can throw the football. And, at the same time, you got to keep in mind the fact that they could run the ball too out of a single back or whatever. So your front 4 or your front 5, depending on what front we're going to be in tonight, I've got to be aware of that as well. So it's a much more balanced team. I think they're going to be balanced passing, balanced throwing the ball, balanced running the ball. So, it just presents a much bigger challenge for us, but I love it because this is what we need. We really need that. Let's just see how good we are, and let's see what the meter is right now, and then let's go forward from there.
Braden Christian on to kick off for the Mascoutah Indians. White-clad tops, double purple stripe on the sleeves, purple and black numerics. Black pants, glossy white helmets, while the Rams are in all black. Thick white stripes on the pants, black helmets, and here comes kickoff. Mylan Nettles, one of the guys. He's back in the lineup, back to return, and he'll get it. That's going to be Nesbitt at about the 15. 20-25, down past the 30 to about the 33-yard line, and that's where the Rams will have it first. We are 6 seconds into this one. Last week they scored on the first play from scrimmage. We'll see if they have the same fortunes here in week number 2. Next week, the Rams are on the road at Triad. We'll tell you now that due to NFHS exclusivity and school policy in Troy, we will not have video streaming next week. You'll have to listen to us on the Section 618 app.
Play clock is dead right now, and that's going to immediately affect something down here because I guarantee you they've been coached all week to look at that play clock and wait till there's 4 seconds, and the play clock is not operational right now. I don't know what the deal is with
Looks
that.
to be a cooked goose, or could be a case where the officials said we'll keep it down here. That is their choice.
Could be. You can look at that back judge. He's always counting, just in basketball. He'll give the hand wave at 5 seconds.
Double tight diamond T set for the Rams. Peyton McMillan, the quarterback, hands off to Rivera. Not the same fortune of a week ago. He'll be pushed back to about the 31-yard line. We'll see if they give it a gain or if it's going to be a loss of a couple.
Got a flag.
We do have a 31-yard line. We'll see if they give it a gain or if it's going to be a loss of a couple.
Got a flag.
We do have a flag.
Could be a late hit.
For the Mount Vernon Rams offense, presented by Hall Insurance Group, it'll be pretty well the same as last week. Your backs in this diamond T set. Number 5, Devontae Nesbitt. Number 7, Anthony Lash. And number 25, Ethan Rivera. Tight ends to Zion Baker and Zarian Williams. While your offensive line will be Aiden Weems, R.J. King III, Travis Sanders at center, Mason Randall, and Clifton Gammons for the Mount Vernon Rams. Looks like a 5-yard penalty on the Indians, maybe.
That's correct.
Doesn't look like it from this vantage point, but
the minor infraction.
It is
face
to the
mask.
37. My depth perception, I warn everybody every year, terrible. So 11:49 left in the first. We are underway thanks to Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, the #1 volume dealer in all of Southern Illinois. Good evening again. I'm Chris Hugo, Jeff Lonnen. The man alongside, it's Angela French back at the Mount Vernon studio as the Rams are in the diamond T. McMillan the center with Nesbitt in motion
Toss.
to the left. It'll be a toss to the left side to Anthony Lash. Might have some room at the 40. First down yardage to the 41. On the carry, it'll be a gain of about 6 or so.
Yeah, interesting. That's a the Rams went nasty splits that time with their tight end. Nasty means instead of having your typical 6 to 8 inch splits, they split out a little bit wider, about 2 to 3 feet, to try to draw those ends out. The ends did not bite, stayed inside, so we just blocked down and got a nice seal for the toss play outside for 6 yards.
We have a Mascoutah Indian down on the field defensively. Their lineup was on the defensive line, Jaden Blush, Henry Paddock, and Dennis Caldwell. Linebackers, Jacob Fritz, James Nimrick, Jacob Church, and looks like we also have in the defensive backfield Alan Middleton, J.T. Curry, Quincy Hall, and so I'm missing one, Jaden Lucas perhaps. For the Mascoutah Indians tonight, Hall Insurance Group gives us our starting lineups. Of course, don't waste time. Let Hall Insurance Group do the shopping for you. Go to hallinsgroup.com and get a quote fast. That's hallinsgroup.com. Cannot see who the injured Indian is. We try not to focus on that with our camera for various reasons because these are high school student athletes, but we have 11:42 left in the first quarter. Scoreless ball game so far. The Rams get their first down of the night. They didn't need many first downs a week ago as they were scoring at will with big runs. An 85-yard run, 86-yard run, among others. We even saw a sophomore come into the game late and get a break off a 70-yard run, and I believe
it was Jack.
That was Jaden Morales. Jaden Morales had the 70-yard run late for the Rams.
That's correct. I thought Jack Kessler
had a big catch late.
Yeah.
For a run late. Hard to believe it's a faded memory at this point.
So many people. So many people gained so many yards in that game. It's almost like it's a blur. It really is. 501 yards I had officially, and that's a ton.
You go from trying to repress to struggling to remember because so much good happened.
Yes. Isn't that amazing?
Congratulations to the Rams offensive line, our very first Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week. Contact Josh Finley at Country Financial today. Talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of. To help protect what matters most, call Josh Finley, your local Country Financial agent in Mount Vernon. And, of course, it's Jaden Lucas, who's actually a linebacker, who's on the ground at the moment. Certainly hope that he is okay. He's being tended to by various health officials. Speaking of which, if you want to know who takes care of your Rams, it's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. We are in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Orthopedic Urgent Care, now open. No appointment necessary. Walk in daily from 8 to 4 at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Looks like he's up. Not walking a little bit gingerly, but he is up, so he's okay.
There we go. First quarter action from Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School number 2. The Rams and Indians are scoreless as we are just underway, 11:42 left. It is a 1st and 10 situation for the Rams from their own 44-yard line. Ball will be spotted on the far hash as it'll again be double diamond tee set here for the Rams. Same backs in the backfield.
Yeah, it's a diamond tee, but if you notice the tight ends are split about 2 yards. We didn't see that last week. That's new this week. Trying to get those ends to widen. The ends are not biting on that. But those tight ends will be open on a little short dump play. There's a trap.
Yep, inside. Yep. It ends up as an inside 8 or 9.
Yeah, it's a 40 trap for about 8 yards. And the Rams are clicking right now offensively, running the ball right down Mascoutah's throats.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, too, looking for their second first down of the evening quarter. Scoreless ball game if you just tuned in. We're glad to have you on WMIX if you're listening on your radio on AM 940 or 96.5 FM. Or we have audio and video feeds on the section618.com app.
Okay, you got a wing right here, so they look for the toss to the right side.
Here it comes. And that'll be a pitch to the right side for Lash, looking for a couple. Has to battle defender, finds a seam, gets to the 40. There's a flag as he is down inside to about the 36. As long as it's not against the Rams, it'll be a gain of 12, but looks like
somebody got their hands in the wrong place. Good play, though.
Speaking of the Section 618 app, we've saved the #1 seed in Southern Illinois high school sports for your fingertips. Download the section618.com app from Google Play or the App Store and have immediate access to our streams plus nightly scoreboards, exclusive videos, or you can submit pictures and download it now. We'll go all the way back to about the Rams.
Yeah.
Gonna hurt at the 30.
Doesn't matter. So we're back to what, Chris? 2nd and about 11.
We're still trying to decide how to mark it off, I would seem.
Yeah.
We're actually going to go ahead and go second and 9.
Yeah, 2nd and 9 now. Okay. We'll take that.
10:43 left in the first. No score yet.
Now we're going to have another meeting by the officials.
On your screen, not sure if you can discern the color on the various monitor or phone or whatever you're watching on, but Quincy Hall, who's a real go-getter for them defensively and offensively, wearing a fluorescent yellow or fluorescent green gloves. Easy identifier for number 5.
Got those tight ends split again.
Diamond T for the Rams. Yep. Quarterback McMillan is under center. See where they go this time. Looks like right to Rivera. He's not going to get much. Maybe a fumble, and it looks like the Indians have recovered. Did not see who made the recovery for Mascoutah, but that'll be a costly turnover for the Rams, and that'll be Indian football, 1st and 10 from the Mount Vernon 45.
First fumble of the year. Well, actually not the first one, the first significant fumble of the year, whenever it really mattered. That was a trap play right up the gut. Mascoutah sniffed it, put a helmet on the ball, and the ball's on the ground, and they pick it up. Now they got the ball in good field position at the 45. So let's see what the defense has, Christopher.
We'll see how they stand out for the Rams. And again, I'm told it's pretty much the same starters as last week. We'll touch on that here in just a moment. Presented by Hall Insurance Group. They'll have the quarterback out of the gun. Single back set flanked to his right. Hall will be in the left slot. Middleton split as well. Here for the Indians, and they leave early. And it looks like that time it was number 8, Wyatt Stoltz. A freshman game to start. Of course, Middleton was split to the left. Your starters tonight for the Mascoutah Indians. Wide receivers are Allen Middleton, Wyatt Stoltz, and Quincy Hall. For the quarterback, Zane Timon. Running back is Kanoa Owens, while your line, Henry Paddock, Jacob Church, Riley Kramer, James Barnes, and John Haas for the Indians. Meet the Rams defensively in a moment, also presented by Hall Insurance Group. So they push back 5. It's 1st and 15 out of the gun. To the left side is the back with a man in motion, Hall. It's going to be a nice sweep to the left, and the Rams will sniff it out. I was trying to get the eye on the Ram who broke through so quickly. I think that's Jameer Smith-Henson.
I think it was
another tackle for loss for the Mount Vernon Rams, and this will push it back 2nd and a whole lot deeper back to the Indian 43.
That was Quincy Hall, and he had no chance. I've never been a fan of that jet sweep. I just have not, and there's a reason why right there. If there's any penetration whatsoever, if one guy gets beat up front, that play gets dorked in the backfield, and that's what you saw right there.
Nettles back to the lineup at corner for the Rams. Anthony Lash Gabe Luton in the defensive starting lineups. We'll talk about it more in a moment. Out of the gun, flanked to the right now by the back. Pass out in the flat is going to be complete to number 9, Cook. He'll be pushed out of bounds past the 45. Actually say they wind the clock as if he stayed inbounds, so that's going to be a gain of
well, they were
2, 3.
I was going to say maybe 3 yards. It's a no-huddle system. They haven't huddled yet. They're just getting the plays in off the sideline and getting up on the line of scrimmage and running.
Starting lineups presented by Hall Insurance Group. Let them shop for you. Call 244-7500 or go to hallinsgroup.com. Of course, that's MVTHS Sports Hall of Famer Brett Hall, the Rams baseball team.
Empty backfield here. No backs, 5 receivers.
3 right, 2 left.
Look for the quarterback draw.
Timon is rolling, and he's going to be sacked. Ethan Rivera comes up with a big sack on the quarterback Timon. That's going to push them back. 4th and long, 8:40 mark of the first quarter. And the Rams defense coming up big again. And again, I'm just going to run down the starters that I did have. We know Mylon Nettles here for this Ram defense.
Well, there's only 2 options when you go no backs. He's either going to throw it or run a quarterback draw. And I really couldn't tell what he was trying to do there. He almost looked like he was going to go quarterback draw and changed his mind and then got sacked.
Rams almost blocked. 8 to go in the first. There is a flag on the punt. The flag sportsman, rather. Thought here.
Yeah.
Thought we had a sideline warning coming. That's not the case, thankfully. So it'll be an unsportsmanlike penalty. And that will really screw the pooch, if you will.
So now that's going to cost
deeper to about the 9-yard line. So 7:58 to go in the first quarter. Glad to have you with us. WMIX, section618.com app. Presented by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports, Southern Illinois' #1 volume dealer. Shop all their brands at holzhauers.com. Case last week, and at times feels like a grueling halt.
Well, here's a great opportunity to run some time off the clock. 8 minutes left to go, 7:58 exactly. Ball's on about, the 11? Let's just get about 5 first downs here and run this quarter out, and then that would be perfect.
What? What, they take it off?
Yeah. I don't know what in the world what's the guy in the white hat doing? He literally walked the ball back to the original line of scrimmage and said, let's play. And the black hat came in and said, no, I'm taking it 15 yards back the other way. I tend to agree with him. First down.
Should be back up on the section618.com app. Not sure why we're having signal issues on wired internet. My apologies. YouTube bogged down tonight.
Look for the toss right or the power. There it is. Good.
Up the right side on the hash. Good carry there by Anthony Lash Jr., but the play was blown dead as he was breaking free. So that's going to be a gain of about 3 on first down.
Somebody's going to break one. I feel it. I mean, we're about a block away on each of these running plays. And these backs are so fast. All they need is just a little bit of room. Just got to be patient and keep plugging away.
5:33 to go. First quarter action from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth after a 5-yard gain by Anthony Lash. Diamond T set here for the Rams. McMillan, the quarterback, will be under center. It's Nesbitt, Davis, and Lash, your backs here for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, there's a trap.
Handoff. There it is. Trap for Devontae Nesbitt between the hashes. He'll get maybe a few on the play.
Yeah, he's so close. He's so close to going, Chris. I don't know how. I mean, a hand here kind of slowed him down, and then the other guy kind of came in late and got him on the ground, but just inches away from breaking.
So we'll drop below the 5-minute mark here on the drive. 3rd and 1 for the Rams. Ball on the 33-yard line. Spotted between the hashes here for Mount Vernon. Again, wearing black with a thick white stripe down the tops and the bottoms.
Look for silent sneak here, Chris. Watch the quarterback. Don't know. Looks like they're in a... Yeah, I don't know. let's watch. Yep, silent sneak.
Looks like he has it.
Yep.
McMillan to the 35, maybe the 36.
Yep.
Got plenty.
Got plenty on the silent sneak, and that's a deadly, deadly play. It's hard to stop. Quarterback goes up to the line, doesn't call any signals whatsoever. Just goes up there and taps the center. The center snaps the ball. As long as everyone's set, it's a legal play. And it's not only a 1-yard gain to get the first down. He actually got about 3, 4.
Rams actually given the benefit of a pass interference penalty on 3rd down from deep in their own territory. And now a few plays to get them another first down. So it'll be on the 36 between the hashes. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 here for the Rams. And now a pitch coming to the right side for Lash.
Yeah,
Finds a seam,
there
gets
it
to the
is. Get
40.
up,
There he is
get
to the
up.
45, near midfield. Looks like brought down at about the 49. I have no issues calling that about a... I'm not doing football math right now. You help me.
About 12.
There we go.
About 12 for Lash.
I can't count time. I can't add football math.
This is exactly what the Rams need, Chris. Good football team they're playing tonight. That offense cannot get on the field for Mascoutah, and the Rams just chewing up yards.
.340 remains here in the opening quarter, midfield for the Rams. Ball is on the right hash. Under center, McMillan near midfield. On another Ram first down,
Counter.
and there it is.
Counter.
There's Nesbitt off
There it
to the
is.
races.
Yep.
He's at the 40 to the 35, 30.
Get up.
Far side, 20, 15, 10, 5, and a score. And the Rams get on the board first here in the King City. 6-0 is your score as Navante Nesbitt goes 50 yards for pay dirt.
Oh, man, they set that up so good. I can't even tell you how good that was. Split right. They'd been running power that way, toss that way, trap up inside, and they ran the counter in the opposite direction, and there was nobody.
What's the penalty?
Oh, no, you got to be kidding me. Did he call a penalty? Oh, God almighty. We set that up so well. Now it's going to come back.
Jeez.
They erased that. Oh, man.
Well, let's show you what would have been on instant replay.
Well, I guarantee you, they called holding. I guarantee you it had nothing to do with that play. Whoever got held would have never tackled that ball carrier. He was on the total opposite side of the field because all 11 Mascoutah guys chased chased the power player, the toss to the left.
I don't see it.
I still don't see a flag, but they marked us off for 5 yards.
No, I don't see the hold. Let's watch it again.
Oh, you got it on replay? Yeah, there's nobody.
That's a football move there, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, nobody going to make that play.
2:47 remains here in the opening quarter. That pushes the Rams back to 1st and 16 and wipes a 50-yard touchdown score off of the board. 2:37 left in the first quarter now. The ball moves to the far hash out of the diamond tee for the Rams. This time looks like Fisher Davis getting a carry. He'll get to midfield, getting some of the yards back, or shy of it. He'll get to the 49. That'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 11. Rams are able to get yards. So Church and Paddock in on the tackle there for the Indians.
Well, the sad thing about that is I'm telling you, you sequence these things to set that play up. I mean, you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you run things in a certain formation, and you get the defense to flow that direction, and then you finally hit them with that counter you've been saving. You go 50 yards for a score, and a hold is called completely away from the play. That had no bearing on anything.
If it was a hold.
Yeah, we just got to.
We have the advantage of replay.
Got to go back to work.
Minute 39 left in the quarter. 3rd, make that 2nd and 11 for the Rams. They're going to go back to Lash, this time on the near sideline to the 40. Looks like he has first down yardage down to about the 39, 38. Could be a gain of about 13, depending upon the spot here for AL2.
Great job.
I'm going to give him 13 because I can.
Yeah.
So 5 carries, 35 yards thus far for Anthony Lash. Just another byproduct of this Ram track team that's in the backfield tonight, and a beefy and very able offensive line. That's why they were our Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week this week. Read more about that, section618.com. Hover over features. Click on WMIX Sports Ram of the Week.
It'll be interesting to see how long this Mascoutah defense can hold up to this, Chris.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now,
They've
Jeff.
been out there a long time.
And anybody that's watched the Rams the past couple of years, they would have taken this score at the end of the first quarter last year.
No, you better believe it.
But for the Rams, still plenty of time to get on the clock.
All right, wing right. It's the same formation as the counter play. Let's see if they go again.
Rivera back in the backfield for the Rams.
Yeah, there it is.
They're going to go.
There it is.
They're going to go. Nesbitt, there he is. 30, 25, 20. Far side, 10-5, and the score.
Yeah.
Devontae Nesbitt gets it done yet again. 38-yard touchdown on the ground for Devontae Nesbitt. Boo-ray for 6.
Yeah, that's a wing right. Same formation as the one that just called back. Same exact play. It's the counter off the blast, and it's 38 for a touchdown. That's justice right there. Great job.
We'll watch that again after Fisher Davis does his thing. And the Rams lead the Indians 6-0. Wait, wanted to make sure it wasn't come off the board.
Not now.
This kick looks good.
Yeah.
All right. 7-zip Rams with 40.6 seconds left. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Hi there, Chris Bean with the Bean Insurance Agency. We recently celebrated 20 years in business as your source for great rates and great service here in Mount Vernon. As a longtime resident of Jefferson County, we're committed to serving our neighbors and friends. At the core of our service is my wife, Brandy Bean. Brandy has a nursing degree from Sanford Brown College and started working at Bean Insurance on day one. Call Brandy today for a great quote at 618-242-6017 or beaninsurance.net.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Rend Lake College.
Rams lead it 7-0 with 40.6 seconds left here in this first quarter. What a play.
Well, and I think we said this on that possession at about 8 minutes. Wouldn't it be nice if the Rams just rolled off about 5 first downs and scored at the end of the quarter? And here we are at 40.6. They punched in at 7-0. And I don't think they got 5 first downs, but I do believe they got 4. So
yes.
we missed that by 1, but we'll take it. 7-0. That's a big score. We don't expect this to be a high-scoring game. I just don't see it. I mean, this defense is stout by Mascoutah, but they got fooled twice by the wing counter in that possession.
As you watch the replay again at section618.com. 7-0 Rams. They'll take it. 40.6 ticks left to go on this first quarter clock as they're about to kick off to the Indians.
Onside kick here? Nope.
We'll see.
Well, they faked it. We saw that last week, and we got the ball right back. But I think right now you got to play conservative and take your 7-0 lead.
Middleton back to return for the Indians. And this one's going to be a dive stop at about the 38-yard line in Mascoutah territory. I did not see who dove for that one. It might have been. Oh, no, it wasn't Stoltz. My apologies. Numbers are tough to read from that distance. As we have 39.4 seconds left on the clock, and man, what a good quarter so far.
It's exactly what the Rams wanted. Exactly. They overcame the fumble. Defense made a big stop. And they end the quarter, 39 seconds left. But they basically end the quarter with a score. Mascoutah going to go one back now, where they really spread you out.
39.4 seconds to go. 1st and 10 out of the gun from their own 38-yard line. The quarterback here, Timon. Hands off to Owens, right up that right hash to the 40 now, fighting for yardage near the 45. Meets a wall of Rams. Looks like forward progress to the 45 would be a gain of 7. As the clock will wind down to 25. Get you some Tony Wilt scoreboard updates a little bit later on. In fact, the Tony Wilt scoreboard right quick. Marion leads Jerseyville 22-15 with 13 seconds left in the first quarter. 9 seconds left out of the gun. Single back, 2nd and 3. Simon, the quarterback, flanked by Owens to his left. They'll dial up that number again along the hash, past midfield, down to the Ram 46-yard line as time expires, and that is going to be a gain of about 8. Looks like that takes us to the end of the first quarter. We will come back with the second quarter from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth on Rams football, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC, wireless or service fees may apply.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
Wow, I made my outros a scant longer, and Mascoutah already runs a play to start the second quarter. I did not see the ball carrier. Obviously, I was doing other things. And that's going to be a loss of about 1 for the Indians. Just going to put it down under somebody. Owens now will, nope, quarterback. Whoa, no. Quarterback was able to slip a tackle and get close to first down yardage, maybe a run of 6.
6 or so? I'll tell you what, it's fast break football. No huddle, and they're on the line. They're ready to run a play. It's just designed to wear the defense out, but if you're not gaining yards, you're almost wearing yourself out.
They will go ahead and give them the first down on a gain of 6. Wrong person.
It's just about back to 0 after that -7 sack he took.
So 1st and 10 now for the Indians. Back to pass time and looking over the top, and he connects with a new receiver. He's going to break for the far corner of the end zone.
T.J. Curry.
So T.J. Curry gets in on the receiving. Did not have a grab last week, but now he has a 36-yard touchdown to possibly even things up with the point after pending. Well then.
Yes, and we knew that. We knew they could put it in the air. We knew they had a good scheme, and they just showed it. Big extra point right here, though. 7-6. See if he can convert.
Braden Christian on for the kick. Try to tie this up at 7 with 11:09 remaining here in the second quarter. Whistle blown on the kick.
Yeah. Now, if this is on Mount Vernon, let's see if Mascoutah may go for 2, because that moves it half the distance. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Tony Wiltz, your good neighbor State Farm agent. Find him around town or in that famous white State Farm Jeep. We'll bring you plenty of Tony Wiltz State Farm scoreboard updates throughout the night.
Gosh, that's a big penalty. Now that moves them to the 1.5 instead of the 3. Now they're going to go for 2 with a chance to take the lead 8-7 instead of just kicking it and it being potentially 7-7.
They'll go out of the
penalty.
eye.
Yeah, it's going to power it up in there.
Yep, Owens gets in easily. It's 8-7 Indians.
Costly, so costly.
How long was that pass?
Got to shake it off. It was 36. 36.
Unbelievable. Unreal. 8-7 now here in the second quarter, 11:09 remaining. Chris Hugo, Jeff London alongside. Watch us live on the Section 618 app. We look for our next Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. Contact Josh Finley at Country Financial today and talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of. To help protect what matters most, call Josh Finley, your local Country Financial agent, in Mount Vernon. Feature's so new, I'm not used to it yet. My apologies. Mason's Son Plumbing touchdown a moment ago from the Rams. Nevante Nesbitt. Of course, you can find some of their amazing creative work on Facebook. They do more than just basic plumbing. A lot more to this these days. Doing the instant replay on the screen, social media, calling the game. 11:09 left in the first. It'll be a pooch to about the 26-yard line for the Rams. Thought it might be Fisher as he will dive forward at about the 35 to the 36. And that was old number 11, Fisher Davis. $11:03 to go here in the first quarter. First half, pardon me. Still trying to get this tweet out. Yep.
All right, let's see what the Rams got to answer. A little adversity that never hurt anybody. It's a good test. Toss.
Toss to the near side of the diamond tee. It's Nesbitt again. He's at the 35 to the 40. Leans forward to the 45. Looks like he got about 11 on the play as he dove toward the near sideline. Yeah, another first down for the Rams, and Nevante adds to his. He has 60 yards now. Looks like 5 carries for 60 unofficially.
Yeah, and Mascoutah's having a hard time stopping this. It's just a simple toss, and we just sealed inside and just got a great run by Nesbitt there, just reading the holes and just finding a seam. 13 yards, a big run against this Mascoutah defense, trust me. You'll take that all night long.
Diamond T has been successful to this point for the Rams. Defense gave up a big pass, and that was a concern coming in. As McMillan will be under center here. They load left. Tailback here, Nevante Nesbitt. Davis and Lash, the other backs here for McMillan. Hand off to Nesbitt. He thought he saw a little bit of a gap, got to about midfield. That'll be a gain of about 2.5, maybe 3.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. That's 3 yards. Now it's 2nd and 7. It's still manageable. Now get another 3 or 4.
Explore a multitude of vehicles at Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, or see for yourself at holzhauers.com. Rams football on your radio is driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nash Vegas. Welcome them back another year as we will have the Rams back to the line here for 2nd and 7. Rivera, Davis, and Lash are backs here out of the Diamond T with McMillan under center. Quarterback ready for the snap. There it is. This is going to be to
Blast.
Looks like that was Rivera. Ethan is able to go right up the middle. Looks like he got about maybe three more.
Yeah, that's what I say, about 3 or 4 more. This is 4-down territory, I guarantee you. They will not punt the ball if they're, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, maybe even 4th and 3. They like this offense, and they love it on 4th and 2, 4th and 1. So if it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 1, I would look for them to not send the punt team out. They'll just go ahead and get it.
8-7 your score. Mascoutah on top of your Rams. There is 9:01 remaining here in the first half. Second quarter action from Ken Hunt Stadium. The Rams have the football on or about the Mascoutah 46-yard line. 3rd and short. About 3rd and 3.
What's the toss this way?
Davis, Rivera, Lash. It's going to be Fisher Davis. Broke a tackle at the 50. Now to the 45. Nice spin at the 42. Forward progress should take him to the 42 for first down yardage and a gain of 5 for Fisher Davis.
Yeah, gutsy run. Gutsy run. They sniffed it out, and they had a guy right there that kind of just chased Fisher right on the toss, but he missed the tackle, and then Fisher had something to do with that with his nifty footwork. And then he picked up 5 to get the first. That's big. That is big right there.
Let's see that run again.
Yeah. There's 8:37 on the clock. Would not surprise me one bit if we don't fumble, that we run this all the way down and score at the end of the half. or the end of the second quarter, I'm sorry.
8:30 left here in the second quarter. 8-7 Mascoutah Indian lead over the Mount Vernon Rams. 1st and 10 for Mount Vernon on another Ram first down. Streaming presented by Rend Lake College. With more than 100 degree and certificates to choose from, Rend Lake College has something for everyone. Learn more at rlc.edu. Out of the diamond tee for the Rams. Same personnel, I believe, from a play ago. And this time, easy trap up the middle for Fish.
Gosh almighty. One guy got him. If that one guy hadn't have been there, Chris, that's 6.
And off a spin, he was still able to get maybe 4 on the play. Maybe 3.
Big 3, short 4. Was Fisher, right? Yep.
Looks like we're having a timeout here.
Yeah, that's okay. Just keep getting those 3 and 4 yards, and you'll be fine. Oops. Don't get fancy.
Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Advanced care close to home. Chris Hugo with Jeff Lonan alongside. We'll keep it here. Right now it's Mascoutah 8, Rams 7, 7:48 mark of this second quarter. We'll have your Walgreens DC halftime show coming up at the end of the first half. Walgreens Distribution Center is hosting walk-in Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Meet directly with HR to apply and interview. Offers will be made to qualified candidates on the spot at Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon. 7:48 left before that halftime. 8-7 score. Mascoutah on top of the Rams here. The two teams played for a few years, week 2, and then took a break and then got back together again a couple of years ago. So far, fairly lopsided for the Indians, but the Rams going to try to give them a run for their money tonight.
It's a good game. It's a good game for the Rams. I mean, I think, like I said before the game, it's kind of a benchmark. Where are we? Like last week with Taylorville, I felt like, we kind of blitzed them early, and then, that was over. I think we, let's face it, it was a mismatch, and we outmatched them the entire game. But tonight, you got a team here that's kind of your equal. So you get to kind of see how your kids are going to compete, because in the playoffs, you get a lot of that. You're gonna have teams that are your equal, and you got to find a way to make a play here and there, and win a football game. So this is great for the Rams.
They load them right here on 2nd and 7. Quick trap up the middle for Fish. I believe he dove forward. Fish is Fisher Davis. It's easier to give nicknames and shorten them as much as possible. It looks like he might have got a gain of 5.
Yeah, he did, and it was so close again. The trap is real good right now. It's getting 4 or 5 yards of play. And, again, there's one guy making a tackle. I think it's the middle backer or one of the inside linebackers. If he misses, that plays 6. Now, you set the trap up. There is a counter-off trap that they have not run yet. It's called the trap toss. They put that in this week. I don't know if they have enough confidence to run it, but the trap toss right now might be a good situation right here to run it in the next couple plays. This looks like a toss left, because they've loaded to the left. Let's see. Nope. That's a
sneak and a fumble and a flag.
Yeah, lots of bad things happened there.
Mascoutah claims that they have it, but there is a flag on the play. What will that flag be?
Yeah. It's okay. Everybody just relax.
6:55 remains here in the second quarter. It was 3rd and 1 for the Rams, and they do say it's Mascoutah football, which means the penalties against the Rams. Oh, boy. Big turnover there.
Yeah.
6:55 left in the first half. Could be Mascoutah football here, 1st and 10 from about the Mount Vernon 35 or so.
Well.
Oh. Did he not point one side and then point the other?
Hey, well, he pointed toward Mascoutah. He's going to reset himself, I think, here.
So it was a false start decline.
I don't know. Those mechanics were hard to understand. But anyway, we did eat up a ton of clock. And now we just got to hold.
Out of the gun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right for the Indians and Timon. It's going to be a quick handoff to Owens, and that one is going to be a quick tackle by the Rams. I think that might have been Randolph that snuck through. Rudolph, pardon me. I saw 44, thought E.J. Randolph. That's when you've been doing it too long, Jeff.
It's been a while since old E.J. played.
They even play football. Sometimes you just associate numbers with people.
He was also a basketball player and not a football player.
Exactly. That's what I said. Did not even play football. 6:24 left, and on that tackle for a loss of 1. Big tackle there for the Rams. And now in motion, it'll be Hall, but they'll hand off, and that's going to be a huge tackle. Out of nowhere, Mason Randall off the line. Holy cow.
My gosh.
Tackle for loss to bring up 3rd and long.
He no longer got that ball in his hands, Chris, and he got smeared, completely obliterated on the handoff, the mesh point. Great job by the Rams defensively.
See if we can see that one again on the Section 618.com video. And there you go. Mason Randall for the loss.
Boy.
Now at 4 yards on 4 carries is Owens. Out of the gun on 3rd and long. 3-step drop, little dump over the pass, and that's going to be tipped. And Jameer Smith-Henson was in the neighborhood, but not close enough to try to get the INT.
Okay, middle screen there, and they had it set up, but the ball was overthrown. And for a second, it was in the air, but nobody could get it from the Rams. So now, great possession by the Rams defense. Defensive possession time there, only about like 18, 20 seconds. And they just snuff them. 4th and 19. You got to figure you're going to get the ball in a pretty good position here on the field with 5:31 to go and a chance to drive it again.
Timeout on the field presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Not far from here. Provides a nice backdrop at Brennan Klein Field for Rams baseball, but here we are from Kinhunt Stadium for Rams football. Get quick care for you and your family at SSM Healthcare Clinics. It's wellness that works with your schedule right here in the King City. Right here in the King City, the Rams pushing Mascoutah back to a 4th and 19, 5:31 remaining in the second quarter. Ball on the 26-yard line. An 8-7 score, Mascoutah on top.
Yeah, that's a big deal by the defense right there after that fumble. Mascoutah goes nowhere. In fact, they go backwards 9 yards in 4 downs.
Nesbitt back to return the punt. He's at the Ram 40 between the hashes. Will it get that far? It'll tail off toward the far sideline. Won't get to midfield. Looks like maybe out of bounds. My perspective would say shy of midfield, maybe about the 47. We'll see where the spot is.
About a 21-yard punt.
Actually, he's standing at about the 41, 42.
Yeah, that did not go very far. Oh, my gosh.
Better field position than we could have imagined.
Holy cow.
Well, I thought I saw the marker thrown further than that, but
that's about a 15-yard punt, Chris.
Could be a big break for the Rams here with 5:25 left in the first half. We are in the King City tonight at Kinhunt Stadium, and the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Orthopedic urgent care is now open. No appointment necessary. Walk in daily, 8 to 4. So with 5:25 left, we are in quarter number 2 from the King City. Week number 2, both teams 1-0 coming into the night as they load up this diamond tee to the left side.
Load left again. Let's see if they toss it. Yep, there it is.
It's a pitch to Lash as he will come near side. Past the hash, 40-35, down to the 30. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 29.
Yeah, when you load like that, you get that extra blocker at the wingback position, and you can really seal that end. And that end has not made any adjustments whatsoever to that formation. I'm sure that's something they're going to talk about at halftime. They're going to have to, because that play has been good so far all night long. That load left, load right. And that would be what we call 38-39 toss.
It's up as a 14-yard gain for Anthony Lash Jr. down to the Ram 26-yard line. The ball on the near hash as the diamond tee is being well executed tonight.
Yeah, just got to hold on to it. No, here's a load left again. We may toss it the other way, or we may counter back. We can do that. Let's see. Nope. Yep, that's a trap.
And that is I can't tell. Maybe Ethan Rivera down to the 15-14.
Yeah.
Still fighting a wall of
Indians,
and that's going to be a gain of at least 11, maybe 12, 13. We'll see where they spot the ball. Sometimes not easy to tell who has the ball. It's been a minute since I've called the
You're just putting the linebackers on an island. I mean, you toss out of that formation, and you almost have to flow to go get it, right? So you turn around, you fake the toss, linebackers start to flow, and you run trap behind them inside, and that's tough. I mean, that's just tough, but that's just the system, and it's really, really good right now. Just got to hold on to the ball. We're going to score this, Chris. If we just don't fumble the ball, don't hurt ourselves, everything's good.
If you've been hurt on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. This will be 1st and 10.
Same formation. Now we're going to load
from
it
the 12.
To the left. Watch the toss left.
Looks like Lash, Davis, and Nesbitt.
There it is.
Back to front. It'll be to Lash. Nice cut there at about the 10. Gets inside the 5. Nope, to about the 6. I thought forward progress took him inside the 5. Oh, straddling the 5-yard line are the officials. We'll see where the spot takes us.
Well, he got 7 anyway.
7 carries, 56 yards unofficially for Anthony Lash Jr.
And we've played games with that defense with 2 football plays for the last 6 minutes. The toss out of the load left and the trap inside out of the same formation. What's it going to be? Got to guess if you're a linebacker.
And now trailing 8-7 with 4:12 left in the half. The Rams have 2nd and 3. And that one was right up the middle. I don't think it went anywhere.
It did not. That was full house trap, and we did not get a seam. It's okay.
Dropping below the 4-minute mark here of this second quarter. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 5. Nope, 3rd and 4 from the 6. I didn't see the ball carrier, so we lost the 1.
It was the 2-back, the left halfback.
3:35 remains here in this second quarter. Rams doing a great job.
It was Rivera.
Of killing the clock. Controlling the clock would be a better term. And now out of the tee. Nice reverse. It's coming around. That's going to be Nesbitt again for 6.
Yep.
Fake, unbelievable.
Yeah, fake
6
blast.
yards.
Fake blast, excuse me, with a counter the other way. So that's 2 counters we've literally scorched them on here in the first half. The counter play has been big. It's been scoring, and now we're up.
Unreal. We'll await the PAT.
I can promise you Mascoutah will talk heavily about the counter play at halftime from the Rams. And we got to go for 2 now because, of course, Mascoutah got 8. They got the 2-point conversion after the penalty on the Rams on the extra point. So now, just to get it back to a 7-point lead, we're going to have to go for 2. Watch the toss left here. We're out of a load left spot.
Load
there
left
it
again.
is.
This time it's going to be a pitch to
Yep.
Lash. Looks like he has
Got
a
it.
seam. Gets in.
Yeah, they're literally running 2 plays, and they're just playing games with both of them out of a different look, a couple different formations, and then they throw the counter at them at the end. And it was just a really, really good job by Steve McCoy, the offensive coordinator, calling the plays tonight, just setting up things, and making things fluid and organized. Just good job.
What an offense. What speed.
Yeah, a lot of speed. Makes a difference, doesn't it? Well, this is exciting.
It certainly is.
I think we've proven, at least for this half, we can compete with a good football team. More than compete. We can beat a good football team. This is a good football team we have here tonight with Mascoutah.
Big run by the Rams. We did get it on replay. We'll show it to you in just a moment.
Okay, so big thing now is 3:20 left to go in the half. Don't give Mascoutah momentum back. Make sure your defense is on point. No big special teams play here on the kickoff return. Get him on the ground.
They send Middleton all the way back to the 10. Now he's going to come to the near side.
25-30.
35 to the 40. Stutter step at about the 40 to get to the 44. Another stutter step, still on his feet, breaking tackles. Now to midfield, near sideline. He will get to the 30. Out of my vision, out of the 35, still on his feet, 10-5, touchdown Middleton. 90-yard return.
Can you believe that?
Unfortunately, because of where I sit, couldn't see most of it. But what a run.
Man. Well, he made a heck of a run, I'll say that. All the hats off to him. He dodged about 7 tackles. We never got him on the ground. We didn't wrap him up. And he's shifty, and he's got some speed. And he made us pay. Boy, oh boy.
See if they tie this thing up at 15 or go for the lead.
Looks like they're going to kick and just go for the tie. I'm going to watch for the fake here. But I think they'll kick and play safe. They know they're in a game. They don't want to take any chances. This is going to go down to the wire. A point here, a point there, because of a silly decision could cost them. So I think they're just going to try to kick it, even it up, and go in at halftime, try to keep it tied.
There's the kick. It's up. Looks pretty good. And just like that, we're tied at 15 with 2:59 remaining here in this first half.
It's okay.
Unreal. But that's the kind of world we're living in right now. Quick Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard for you. Johnston City leads El Dorado 28-0 at the half. 7:12 left in the second. Marion leads Jersey 30-15. Trying to get you a Centralia update in a moment. All these scoreboard updates are presented by your State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. After one, Centralia leads Olney 17-0. Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Look for that white State Farm Jeep around town and see how a local agent matters for your insurance.
Mascoutah is the 15th ranked team in 5A. Just got that information off the internets.
As we await the impending kickoff here with 2:59 left. Tied at 15. Not a bad place to be for the Mount Vernon Rams, getting the ball back, 2:59. But for a team that eats a lot of clock, you wonder if that's enough. Well, with this speed, it is. Yeah. So you wonder if that's enough time, but
no kidding.
Hoping for a deep kickoff if you're the Indians. And that one, it's going to be a live ball recovered by Mascoutah perhaps.
Oh boy.
Inside the 15, there was nobody going after it for the Rams. Mascoutah recovers a kickoff. Unreal. Not even an onside kick. Nobody there.
Well, it wasn't an onside kick, but it wasn't a deep kick either. It's what we would call a pooch.
Yep.
And about the length comes down on about the 23-yard line, kind of high up in the air. Everybody kind of looks at it and wonders what to do with it because it's kind of odd. And, we hesitated and didn't get on it. And now Mascoutah's got the ball on the 25-yard line going in with 2:58 to go.
Unreal.
That's a big play. That's one of those 4 or 5 big plays we talk about. That's definitely one of them right there, potentially one of them for Mascoutah if they make this pay, or make Mount Vernon pay and hit this for a touchdown or at least a field goal and go in up at halftime. We'll see what happens. The Mount Vernon defense has been really good, though.
So they will have it 1st and 10 at the Mount Vernon 25. Jeez. Owens will be the back in the backfield out of the gun for the quarterback Timon. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Hall split to the left side here for the Indians. White clad, black pants, purple trim. In motion is going to be Owens out of the backfield. Rams sniff out the quarterback. He eludes some tackles, and he will get right back to the 25 for no gain. Good job by the Rams defensive line and linebackers to get through.
Yes.
We've seen it all here tonight.
So far.
2:34 remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 from the Ram 25. Out of the gun again. Flanked to his right. The quarterback Timon by the running back Owens. Quick handoff running right up the gut. On the hash down to about the 20.
About 6.
So about 5 or 6 there for Owens.
That's 3rd and 5. Big play here defensively for the Rams.
Owens again on a carry. Finds some running room. They're trying to bowl him down. Gets down to about the 15, maybe the 12. Either way, it's a first down for the Indians.
Yeah. Well, it's fast break football. They're on the ball fast now. I mean, they run plays at lightning speed. Ball's getting ready to be snapped again right here.
Below the 2-minute mark, we will go. On 1st and 10 from the Ram 14, waiting for the chains to move.
Yeah, the chain guys, I mean, they're trying, but, I mean, Mascoutah wants to run a play.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And we'll have a offside penalty or perhaps a false start. I don't want to guess too quickly, but it looked like a false start on the Mount Vernon Rams.
It did. Looks like Mount Vernon's going to be penalized 5 for their 3rd penalty of the game. And that was obvious.
Out of the gun here, 4-time, and the quarterback for the Indians. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Going to keep it himself, run right up the middle for the score. 5-yard touchdown for the quarterback.
Big special teams play negatively for the Rams because we didn't field the ball and get on it on the pooch kick. And then that converts.
What a turn.
Yeah, it does. That just turns into a
swing.
Yeah, it's a cheap 6 for Mascoutah. And to their credit, they cashed in on the turnover.
And the Indians now lead 21-15.
Oh, that may go right. Yeah, he missed it. That's big.
And kick is no good. So with 1:46 left, it's 21-15 Mascoutah.
And that could loom large right there, Chris. That extra point, I don't know if people really pay a whole lot of attention to extra points, but at 21-15, it's a 6-point game. If the Rams punch one in and just kick it through, they're ahead by 1 now. So they're 1 score away from the lead rather than 1 score away from being tied. And to me, that's big.
No kidding.
We have listeners from Cerro Gordo, Illinois tonight.
Nice. Got people watching at home. Grandma Paralee in attendance.
Yep. My Uncle Kurt Volgamot is listening in the garage of my good buddy Jim Walsh from Cerro Gordo, Illinois. We always like that.
Jackson Spatansky is glued to the television tonight at home.
Nice. I assume Brian Reynolds is probably glued to something, video or audio. I don't know what. Haven't heard from him much.
21-15 the score as we await this kickoff.
Zeke Light, Mount Vernon.
1:46 mark at the 25. The Rams have it down to the 25, 30, 35. I thought I saw Rams cough up the football, just making sure they have it. And the Indians recover.
Two special teams blunders right there. Gosh almighty. Third fumble and 3 fumbles lost. But you're down by 6 now, so everybody's got to relax. The kids got to keep their heads up. Coaches are trying to calm them down on the side. Everything's fine. You got a lot of game to go. Just make a defensive stand here and go in down 6, and you're 1 score away from going into the lead. Did they give us the ball back, Chris?
Wait, what? No way. No.
Yes, they did. I
No
think.
way.
Yeah, we got the ball.
Well, okay.
Okay. Well,
First and 10 for the Rams from their own 38.
Just ignore everything we just said.
Absolutely.
For the last 60 seconds.
I thought I saw one of the officials point
Don't
the
get
other
mad
way.
at us because it's beneficial for the Rams. The Rams have the ball. Forget it. I'm taking that fumble off the board. There was a ball on the ground, though.
Now,
counter.
Yep, counter was to
Yep.
Now, here is Fisher Davis to the 40-yard line. He'll be pulled down at about the 43.
Boy.
Actually, that's going to be about 5 yards for Fisher Davis, who's averaging about 5 on the ground.
Yeah, and the question is, what do they want to do? Do they want to get greedy and try to take a shot here at a big play downfield and not run the ball and maybe get it down there to a point where we could try a field goal? I don't know. I think you just maybe just keep the ball on the ground, don't make any mistakes, and go in down 6.
Rams out of timeouts. Load left with 1:02. It'll be Lash. He'll run out of bounds at about the 45 for a gain of 2. Did the smart thing. Didn't see anything develop, so got out of bounds quickly and stops the clock. With 1 minute left. 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Ball on their own 43 on the near hash. They're hoping to break for a big play.
Yeah, well, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And you can get too greedy here and make a really bad mistake throwing the ball, and now all of a sudden you're down 2 scores, and then the complexion of this game is really, really dreary at halftime. So right now you're in a good spot. It's a 15th ranked team in 5A. You're talking about the Mount Vernon Rams here, just building, just in its infant stages, and they're within striking distance of this 15th ranked 5A team. So, yeah, do you have to be conservative? Yep, you sure do. Got to give your kids a chance. And I think that's what they're going to do here. Now watch them try to throw the ball about 50 yards downfield, make a liar out of me.
We'll see what happens.
But you know what? If they do and they hit it, I'll be the happiest guy here.
Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. We have about a minute left here in the second quarter, right at a minute actually. 3rd and 3 for the Rams out of the timeout. It was a Mascoutah timeout. They have 1 remaining. As the ball is on, pardon me, I said 35 a moment ago. It's on the 45.
And with a minute left, the main thing here is just get the first down. If you get the first down, you can go off the field and run the clock out. If you don't get the first down, you almost have to, well, I don't know if you have to, but you may be punting and then give them another shot, inside of a minute to score.
Rivera, Davis, last year backs for the quarterback, McMillan under center.
Trap.
And it will be a trap that goes nowhere. Probably a loss of 1 will bring up 4th and 6. And Mascoutah with wanting to smell blood in the water.
You want to call a timeout.
I thought they did, but the Rams, they pointed towards the Rams who do not have any. Unless I misattributed one earlier.
You must have, because I think the Rams called timeout. That's what the white hat signaled, timeout Rams.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 4th and 2, 51.7 on the clock. What they're going to do here, interesting. I think they're talking about it. I think they're tempted to go for it, but I don't know. I think I'd punt it here, Chris, don't you?
See what they do. 51.7 seconds left on 4th and a long 3. Timeout presented by SSM Health.
Well, if you don't punt it and you don't get it, you give him the ball on the 44-yard line going in, and Mr. Owens has proven he can break a big play. He's that quick back they've got in the backfield.
Ooh, they just put it back, spot it further back.
Yeah, they sure have. Now it's about 4th and 3, and a long 3, isn't it? They're going to go for it. Watch the toss left.
They load left here.
Load left toss left. There it is.
It'll be a pitch to Anthony Lash Jr. Nice cut there, but he's not going to get enough. He's brought down for a gain of 1.
Boy,
unfortunately had to run about 5 or 6 to get 1, and turnover on downs gives it right back to the Indians with 45 seconds left.
That was a gamble, so we'll see if the defense can hold now. Big, big, big task now. Big job by the defense right here. Just keep them from putting the ball in the end zone and go in down 6, and you're fine. It's been great. Even though you fumbled the ball twice and lost it, you're in this game against this good Mascoutah team. But this is huge by the defense right now. We don't want to go in down 2 scores and give them 1 here at the end.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
And you got to figure, Chris, if Mascoutah's got some things up their sleeve, in terms of a trick play or something we haven't seen yet, you got to figure it could be coming here because, it's a big deal going up 2 scores going into the half here at 45 seconds to go. So watch for a trick play or something you haven't seen.
On the 46 out of the gun. 1st and 10 for the Indians after the turnover on downs with 45 seconds. Timon rolling to this right side, midfield. He'll step out of bounds for a 4-yard loss.
A great push by the Rams front. Nobody was open. Great job by the secondary. Nobody was open. Guys did their job back there. Good job. Loss of 4, Chris. That's big. Can't tell you how important it is that we keep them out of the end zone here.
40 seconds left here in the second quarter. 2nd and 14 for the Indians. 21-15, Mascoutah on top. Rams have shot themselves in the feet a couple of times here tonight, otherwise playing very well. Out of the gun, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Hall is the receiver to the right side, and Simon's going to run. Gets a Ram to stumble and bite. He's at the 40 down to the 35. First down yardage to about the 33, and that's a gain of 16.
It's okay. He didn't put it in the end zone, and that's what we're looking for. Now we ran about another 10 off the clock. 31 seconds to go.
Clock will pause to move the chains. 30 seconds left. Low snap, trouble for Timon. Comes up with it, rolling to the right side from the 40. Off-balance throw over the top. That one might have been picked off.
He's got it. Does he
or
have
was
it?
it
Yep,
trapped?
he's got
it
it.
was picked off by the Rams. I did not get a good look. Mylan Nettles, who's back in the lineup, comes up with a big INT tonight.
Yeah, Nettles, number 8. What a play. Holy cow.
Huge play.
Disaster averted, huh?
Yes. Thwarts the Indian drive with 21.6 seconds to go. That push gives the Rams a start at the 3-yard line, and hopefully that's enough room to kneel down.
Oh, just get it on the ground, take a knee, and get out of here.
As we are dancing with halftime here in your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. All the action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Yeah, this is right where I have to lean over to the next booth to take a look. It'll be just a lean forward.
Yeah, get it out of there. Don't get a safety or anything. The ball was really close to the goal line, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Closer than I thought. You got the 3 on the board. I don't think it was at the 3. I think it was closer to the 1.5 or 2.
That'll take us to halftime or thereabouts. As clock will tick away, 4 seconds down to 2. And that's all she wrote for the first half.
Yeah.
After 2 quarters of play in the King City, it's the Mascoutah Indians 21 and the Mount Vernon Rams 15. We'll come back with your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
Need work but not finding anything requiring skill or experience?
Yeah, I need a job where I can continue to grow, not start over flipping burgers.
Do you like working with your hands?
Yes.
Have you managed a team or operations before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you're exactly who we're looking for.
Walgreens Distribution Center is hosting Walk-In Wednesdays from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Meet directly with HR to apply and interview. Offers will be made to qualified candidates on spot. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free work.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show starts now.
Back here at the break at Ken Hunt Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. I'm Chris Hugo with Lady Rams basketball coach Jeff Lonan alongside Angela French back at the Mount Vernon studio is here after 2 quarters of play. The Mascoutah Indians 21, the Mount Vernon Rams 15. And, Coach, I think right now, if you're the Mount Vernon Rams, obviously, if you look at everything, you're unhappy with the situation right now because you could easily be on top. But I think you're happy with the fact it's only 21-15 whenever some may have not expected a game this close, let alone a chance to be on top.
Well, you're more unhappy than happy if you're a coach.
Yes.
And I think if you're a fan or maybe us up here, you're happy because you're watching competitive football again.
It's an upset unhappy as opposed to a disappointed unhappy.
I think expectations down below, and rightly so, you have to be that way when you're a coach or a player, need to be, hey, we gave them one because we didn't field the ball on a kickoff. We just gave them a score. And we did. We handed them a touchdown, and that really is basically the difference in the game right now. But from a fan's perspective and from, up here, we're competing so hard, and, it should be a tie football game right now, let's face it. But it's not. And mistakes happen on both sides of the ball. Hey, Mascoutah may turn around and make the same mistake in the second half, and we may benefit from it. The game is right now in a position, even though we're down by 6, we're in at that one possession area where we're still comfortable. We're in our comfort zone. All we got to do is just drive it and punch it for one score, and we're ahead. And as long as you can keep one possession, 7, 6, 8 points, away from your opponent with what we do, you're okay. You're okay. There's no reason to hang your head. So, to me, a one-possession game at halftime is it's nothing. We don't even think. To me, it's just like being tied or a score down. When I was coaching, we didn't think of it that way. We didn't look at oh my God, we're down 6. No, because we know we just got one. We'll just do our thing. One possession, knock it in, get the extra point. We're ahead. So it's not panic time. In fact, it's really time to feel good about yourselves because you got a great chance to win a game here against a ranked team in the state. And I can't even tell you, how unlikely that would have seemed, a half a year ago. So here we are.
And you hate to make reference to the past when you're trying to look forward, and you feel like when you make reference to the past and it's maybe less than satisfactory, you feel like you're ripping on the past. But a year ago this week, the Rams were running clock already. So to be 21-15, again, to properly convey sentiment, probably more of an upset unhappy, again, as opposed to the disappointed unhappy of the recent past.
Yeah.
So here on your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show, Walgreens Distribution Center proud to announce they are hosting walk-in win days from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every hump day. Meet directly with HR to apply an interview, and offers will be made to qualified candidates on the spot. That's at Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon. That's every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some scoring and stats and some more intel for this Mount Vernon Rams football game driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. Right now, it's the Mascoutah Indians 21, your Mount Vernon Rams 15. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Let the journey inspire you in the new 2022 Toyota Avalon. Hi, this is Chris Wilson from Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. The 2022 Avalon Limited is midsize luxury with heated and ventilated seats, power tilt, slide, moonroof, and premium JBL sound, and so much more. Now you can save big with $1,000 cash when you finance through Toyota Financial. Come see me, Chris Wilson, at Munkin Toyota just west of the interstates in Mount Vernon, or view our expanding inventory online at munkintoyotamountvernon.com.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin. Just ask our team member Marcus.
Let's just say you can take the restaurants out of America's Dairyland, but you can't take America's Dairyland out of the restaurants. Like the real Wisconsin cheese on our juicy butter burgers, the farm fresh dairy in our fresh frozen custard, even our crispy golden Wisconsin cheese curds. It may sound cheesy, but we love where we come from at Culver's.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Delicious.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
Welcome back to your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. Chris Hugo, Jeff Lonan alongside AM 940, 96.5 FM, or we hope you're watching us live on the section618.com app. Here tonight, here at the half, it is the Mascoutah Indians 21, the Mount Vernon Rams 15, as we still have about 13 minutes or so before we start second half action here at Ken Hunt Stadium. We're overjoyed to have you with us. And right now, I think for the Mount Vernon Rams down 21-15, you think about what may have been, but you look at some of the stats here tonight, Coach, and it's actually been a pretty good night for the Rams offensively. I'm unable to keep track of individual tackles, things of that nature, but it's been a good night in the tackle for loss department too.
Yeah, and the Rams, in terms of just sheer yardage, offensively, the Rams have 164 yards of offense on 28 carries for a 5.8 yard average. That'll get you wins a lot of weeks. I mean, we'll take that all the time. 5.8 a carry. Mascoutah just 13 rushes for just 37 yards for 2.9 yards a carry. Mascoutah threw the ball 4 total times. They were 2 for 4 with an interception and a touchdown and an interception. So Mascoutah only 70, according to my stats, about 70, 39, 40, 76 yards total. So the Rams have doubled up Mascoutah basically offensively. The Rams getting all their yards on the ground, and Mascoutah getting 39 yards through the air. So, and 37 on the ground. So, offensively, Mount Vernon's been better. So, where's the discrepancy come from? The turnovers. The turnovers were really, really, really crucial. We lost 2 fumbles, fumbled twice, lost 2 fumbles. That cost us possessions. And then the big special teams blunder where we didn't field the ball on the pooch kick down there about the 24-yard line. Just didn't go over there and get it. And, and that's, hey, listen, don't need to point fingers there. That's just a teachable moment for the coaches. And that's something that's going to come up, 6-7 times a year, those little pooches. High schools like to do it because they don't have kickers that can kick the ball deep. So your next best option, rather than just bunt it down the middle on the ground, and risk giving up great field position, is just, hey, let's just kick it high to about the 25. That's about as far as you can kick it anyway. And then let's just go get it, and see what we can do. And that's just what happened. I mean, the ball came down right there around the 24-25. We were playing a little deeper. Probably should have been up a little bit. And I think we froze a little bit in terms of, what we needed to do there. And I think that little pause caused us, to not get there. And then Mascoutah got on the ball, and they turned it into a score, and that's the difference in the game right now. We talked about this before the game. 3 or 4 or 5 plays, right? That's what these games come down to when you get 2 teams evenly matched. And that certainly could potentially be one of those plays that, if Mascoutah wins, puts them over the top. I'll tell you what, though, Chris, this Mount Vernon defense has played very, very well. That wasn't their fault. That's hard to defend a short field like that. Other than that, they just gave up 15 points. And, you're talking about our state-ranked team here. So, great job defensively, I thought. But we cannot put the ball on the ground, and we cannot make those errors on the special team.
Well, right. You can't blame the defense for the 90-yard kickoff return and things like that.
And that was another one that I didn't mention was the 90-yard. That's another special teams play. That,
absolutely.
And the defense isn't responsible for that. So, gosh, what am I thinking? I just left that out totally. So you had 2 special teams plays that keep you from being ahead in this game, 15-7? Instead it's 21-15 them. So, that's another one of those big plays, that 90-yard kickoff return. We had him on the ground 3 or 4 times, just didn't wrap up out here about the 40. And, that's football. Every week's a learning experience, and the coaches are in there right now, and they're coaching them up and teaching them, and that's what you want right now. So, hey, it's not over, that's for sure. I said this before. We are right where we need to be. Would we like it to be tied? Yep. But you know what? We score an extra point. We're in the lead in this game, and I can't help but think we're going to score the football here at some point in time if the defense keeps playing well.
No doubt about it. We owe you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. We're going to get to that in just a moment after a quick break, including a Lady Rams update today. Lady Rams golf, that is, update. We'll come back on your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. Mascoutah 21, the Rams 15. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. At Landers Towing and Collision, we think that building a winning team is essential to providing our customers with the best service possible. Some of the products we have to offer include pre- and post-repair scanning for a clean bill of health, unibody and structural repair measuring, frame measuring and repair, and ADAS calibrations. ADAS is a network of sensors, cameras, modules, and programming that assist in driving and parking functions. Choosing the correct team to repair your vehicle that has evolved alongside this technology is essential for a safe and quality repair. That's why we have spent countless hours providing our technicians with the highest level of training the industry has to offer. ICAR Gold Class Certified Collision Repair Training. We would like to welcome our newest members to the team, the Welch Collision Center family. Now with more locations to serve you, big or small, we tow and fix them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Raise a Warrior, RLC's micro scholarship program for in-district students grades 3 through 12. Get up to $2,000 for college at RLC. Earn points with things students do every day. Honor roll, sports, volunteering, clubs, and so much more. Parents create an account, set up your child's profile, and that's it. You're now ready to earn and track points toward real money for college. Let RLC help you raise a warrior. Get started today. micro.rlc.edu.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and of course the Section618.com app here tonight. You can watch us live as the Mount Vernon Rams trail the Mascoutah Indians at the half on your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show, 21-15. Also at the half, Centralia doubling up Alney on the road, 24-12 tonight. Last I saw, Harrisburg led DuQuoin at the half, 12-7. Marion leads Jersey, 38-15. That's also at the half. Also in the Section 618 app tonight, Freeburg leading Nashville 25-7 at the break. Benton was leading Chester fairly large at halftime. Another game on the Section 618 app tonight. 25-6, Benton leads Chester at the half. Lady Rams golfers were out there today, I believe, in Pinckneyville, says Carrie Hammond. 6th place out of 12 teams. Caroline Hall tied for 4th with a 42. So congratulations, Caroline Hall, and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams golfers at Red Hawk, I'm assuming, today. 6th place out of 12, 42 for Caroline Hall, tied for 4th. Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com, or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. They're going to put a fresh 3 minutes on the clock for warm-up time. We'll take our final break of the Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. It's Mascoutah 21, the Rams 15. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Thinking about a new vehicle but can't decide between practicality or sophistication? Get the best of both worlds with the thoughtfully designed 2022 Chevrolet Equinox. Need even more of a reason to see yourself driving the fast-selling 22 Equinox? Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC is currently offering $1,250 cash back or 0% financing for up to 60 months for well-qualified buyers. Stop by and see our team to take advantage of these incredible deals. Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC in Mount Vernon. We'll help you find your perfect ride.
Losing a loved one is hard enough. Add in the logistical and financial decisions that come with arranging a funeral service, and it can feel overwhelming. By planning yours in advance, you can remove these extra burdens from your loved ones during an already difficult time and allow your family the space to remember, reflect, and begin to heal. We offer flexible payment plans, making advanced planning a more convenient option. My name is Karen Pace with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. We are committed to providing a personalized service to fit your family's needs with dignity and professionalism. Call us to set your appointment today.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and the Section618.com app tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams trail the Mascoutah Indians here at the break, 21-15. here at the half. The Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show, as a matter of fact, we're live from Kinnon Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Walgreens DC is hosting Walk-In Wednesdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Meet directly with Human Resources, otherwise known as HR, to apply and interview. Offers will be made to qualified candidates on the spot. That's a Walgreens DC in the King City. It's about 1:17 on the 3-minute warm-up clock, Coach Lonan. I'm Chris Hugo alongside Angela French back at the Mount Vernon studio. And what do the Rams need to do in the second half? Eliminate special teams mistakes would be one.
Yeah.
Look at Terry Milt. He's going around amazingly. Good for him.
Yeah,
Good to see him back on campus, former Mount Vernon superintendent. Sorry to interrupt you. I see things, I describe them.
You're throwing a lot at me right now.
I know. I just saw Terry, though. Hadn't seen him.
Well, first of all, it's great to see Terry. And, you know, talk about a guy who's just been there, you know, for our high school.
Absolutely.
You know, former superintendent. But even after that, when he was working at other schools, you know, guess who's keeping the book at a basketball game?
Sure.
Or who's sitting in the stands watching? Terry Milt. Guess who's down there tonight after all these years? Terry Milt, keeping stats. So, yeah. So if you see Terry Milt, he's a Mount Vernon guy. He's on our side, you know, and tell him thank you. Okay, now back to your original question.
Yeah, second half. What do we do?
Second half. Don't turn the ball over. We need to put together one of those patented drives that takes up about 8 minutes. You know, 3 yards in the cloud of dust. Maybe pop a big play on a counter. Or maybe something else. There's a few things in there that we haven't run yet in the first half. I know they have in. So we'll see what their philosophy is and if they kind of open up a little bit more with their run game. But what they've done so far has been very, very successful. I said we had that 160-some yards at halftime. That's about a 320 pace. You know, anybody take that. But we got to put the ball in the end zone, and we will if, Chris, we don't turn it over. And I think that's probably the biggest cliche in football is no turnovers, right? Can't do it. And but that's true. That's what it is. We got to make good special team plays, and we got to not turn the ball over on offense. And the defense has been fine. I mean, they've done a great job. And just keep up that side of the ball as well.
So we'll start the third quarter here in the King City from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Rams football presented by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. Buying a vehicle simple, easy, and fun. Shop all their brands at wholeshours.com. It'll be Mascoutah football to start the second half with a Ram kickoff, unless they're up to something, which we will find out in a matter of moments. Not up to anything. Fisher Davis will kick off for the Rams.
Mascoutah gets the ball first here, so it's very important we get them off the field.
Beyond the reach of Middleton, that'll come down, and he'll pick it up at about the 3-yard line on the near sideline. Now to the numbers. He's on the 10. Nice spin at the 12. Brought down. They're trying to bring him down. He's got a strong frame. They bring him down at the 20. So it's a 17-yard kickoff return. And all Marlon Price needed to do was drop a quarter in that, and he got a free ride in front of the Kmart. Well, those little mechanical horses, you know, that used to ride. Because he drug them a long way.
Yep. I remember those.
Just want to see if you're paying attention. Thought to drop the quarter in might do it for you.
All right.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mascoutah. First series of the second half. 11:53 remains here in the third quarter. 21-15 score. Opened up a diet soda. Got a burst of caffeine. Feeling great.
Feel even better if we punch one in here and go up 22-21 after we get this ball back, right?
There you go. Owens, the running back to the right of the quarterback, out of the gun. There's the snap, and it's going to come to the near side on a jet sweep by Quincy Hall, and he'll be brought down, pushed out of bounds at about the 23.
Same play they opened the game with. That went for nothing, and that one got about 1.
Rudolph on the ground on the sideline. They'll send a sub in. Same set here with a man in motion for the Indians. It'll be Hall again. Fake handoff, and now to Owens up the left side. Counters up the left side beyond the 25 to the 27. Gain of about 4 will bring up 3rd and 5.
Just running counter off jet sweep, but the Rams did a good job staying home, didn't get fooled. Mascoutah player down, Chris.
And they're going back and forth here. Hopefully everybody's just having a few cramps here or there.
I think that's what we're seeing. I don't think it's anything serious for either side. It's warm. It's still a little warm to play football, and you got to stay hydrated. And if you don't, and I'm not saying either one of these kids that we've seen go down with cramps aren't hydrated. Sometimes they just happen anyway. The best thing to get rid of those things is just go chug some water.
Not a strong point of mine in living life.
Yep. Chug the water in the heat.
So this will give everybody a bit of a break here with 11:33 left. We're in the third quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Ball will be on the Mount Vernon 28-yard line. 21-15 if you just joined us. The Rams led at 1 point. 7-0. Trailed 8-7. Tied at 15. After a 15-8 lead. Now 21-15 Mascoutah.
Yeah.
Mascoutah led Columbia at 1 point, I think 42-7 or 42-14. That one was maybe not as close as the score indicated. 49-26 winner last week. Rams are 1-0 because they knocked off Taylorville last week 40-0. So it's a battle of 1-0 teams here tonight from Ken Hunt Stadium. We're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Their orthopedic urgent care open. Walk-ins welcome 8-4. Talked about the Ram offensive line last week. They are this week's Josh Finley County Financial Rams of the Week. And you think of the offensive line, and you think of maybe one of the MVPs I don't think I talked about from a week ago, Paul Fields. Back coaching the O-line with another guy that Dan brings back to his coaching staff. And what a difference that's made.
Oh, it absolutely has. I mean, Paul not only is a really, really good football coach that connects with the kids, he's just a good man. And I think anybody that knows Paul knows that on and off the field. He's such a positive influence on these guys. And he is a difference maker. And we are lucky to have him.
Certainly are. Not to talk about Dan's other assistant coaches, but he always surrounds himself with a great assistant coaching staff.
Oh, you better believe it. Those guys know what they're doing down there. It's just the fact that, boy, it's tough. And they've got these Rams playing well. Let's just hope we get a big play here and hold Mascoutah on this 3rd down.
3 left, 1 right out of the gun. Yeah. And that one will be thrown out of the slot on a slant for Middleton at the 40. Looking to make room at the 44. He'll be brought down finally. And that's going to be a gain of just 16 through the air. Time into Middleton. Rams have really been able to limit through the air so far, but that's going to be a big one. That'll move the chains for another 1st down. And now a carry by Owens out of the backfield. Just went off tackle up the left hash. Got about 4 on it to about the 49-yard line. Dancing near midfield with 11:09 left in the 3rd. Will bring up 2nd and the nickel.
And a fast break. Here we go. No huddle. Right back on the line. Get the chains moved. Get back down.
Middleton on the right. Hall in the left slot. Quarterback keeper Timon on the run. He is going to make it 1st down yardage right up the gut past the 45 down to about the 42-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 8. He's getting it done on the ground. He actually ran quite a bit against Mascoutah, or this is Mascoutah, against Columbia a week ago.
Man, right back on the ball. Boy, they're going so fast.
Quarterback keeper that time on a fake handoff to Owens, and now he'll juke, jive, and wail probably for about 7. Just right up the middle between the hashes inside the 40, maybe to the 37, 36. And they're going to do it again. Same formation. Nope. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Running back on the right out of the gun.
They're going to check to something here.
He'll go sniff the center for a change. As we drop to the 10-15 mark of the 3rd. Still 21-15 Mascoutah. It's going to be an out and curl maybe. It looked like a broken play with a throw to the left side intended for number 8, Wyatt Stoltz, the freshman, by the way.
And they did us a favor there because they were picking up big chunks, and then they decided to throw the ball.
Get a chance to sub, get a chance to take a breath.
Exactly. You know, again, sometimes I don't understand, but I'm glad they did that because it gave a little bit of breather to the defense, and it got us to 2nd and whatever it is.
Actually, I'll take us to 3rd and 5
Is
with
it
10,
third?
11
I'm sorry.
left. Okay.
Yep.
2 on each side out of the gun. Single back. Running for his lifetime, and that one is almost, it's caught.
We did
That
catch
was
that.
almost tipped, but Fritz was able to come up with it off of the right side. Jacob Fritz, and that one was almost tipped by Gabe Luton. And instead, that's going to be about a 10-yard grab? Or no, 6-yard grab, sorry.
About 6. I guess they're going to move the chain, so he just got enough. Got to come up with a play. They're moving the ball pretty well here.
1st and 10 now from the Ram 32 on the near hash. And now a pass to Middleton in the flat. He's going to break. He's going to be in for the 10-5 score. 32-yard touchdown pass, and the Indians add to their lead.
Yeah, just a simple out route. Really wasn't an out. It's more like of a flare. And Middleton, good athlete, got a lot of speed. Pretty shifty. Caught the ball and made a little move, and that was the end of it. He was one-on-one out there with the cornerback.
And the nightmare from a year ago is giving the Rams a recurring bad dream.
Yeah.
What an athlete.
He sure is. He looks good.
It's the guy you want on your team for sure. 9:54 left in the 3rd. Makes it 27-15 Indians. And now they'll go for the PAT. They're going to go for 2 here.
Hey, why
Try
not?
to make it a 14-point game.
Yeah, that's a good call. They need to do that because they missed that last extra point.
Out of the eye with Hall and
ball's on the ground.
To the left, and that one is going to be a bad snap, and it looks like the Rams come up with the tackle. Had Middleton and Hall to the left, but couldn't do anything with it.
We got some extracurriculars. Flag comes in. I'm just going to guess somebody did something after the extra point that the officials did not like, and I don't know who or what side.
This side of the field hopes it was somebody in a Ram uniform or in a Mascoutah uniform, but it's on the Rams.
It's on the Rams. Jeez. Yeah, he pointed the wrong way. And now it's on Mascoutah. I thought it was because the Mascoutah coaches were yelling at their kids a little bit over there, or after them a little bit about, hey, you got to be smart, no extracurriculars. And then he came out and signaled unsportsmanlike versus us, but he changed it. It's against Mascoutah. That'll be assessed back here on the kickoff. Extra point is no good, so it's a 12-point game.
So with 9:54 left, it's 27-15 Mascoutah. We're in the 3rd quarter from Ken Hunt Stadium. Streaming is presented by Rend Lake College. Yes, sir. What are you saying?
Well, Mascoutah still thinks it was on the Rams, so they were going to kick it from the 45.
I see.
So now they're going to have to back up way, way, way back. Yeah.
We're on social media at WMIX Sports, updating you on scores via the Twitterverse. So Mascoutah will kick off a wee bit deeper.
Yeah, 10 yards deeper, which is significant because now the deep receiver for the Rams, Lash, has his heels on about the 28.
You just love to see the Rams get back on the board.
Yeah, we got to watch the pooch kick here. Make sure we get on it. Field the ball cleanly, and if we can, return the ball a little bit because we'll have great field position. Really, no matter what, unless disaster strikes.
Here comes the kickoff, and that one is going to pooch to the near side.
Get on
and Rams will finally pick it up at about the 45 off the hop. Marlon Price in the neighborhood to come up with it.
Yeah.
I hate to say that they went after the guy who didn't come up with it last time, but that's exactly what they did.
They did.
Smart move. Gamesmanship. 9:50 mark of the 3rd. The Rams will have 1st and 10 with pretty good field position. Near midfield.
Yeah. Well, there's no 12-point plays in football, so we, just punch one in. A long time to go.
Watch that Mascoutah touchdown again from Allen Middleton.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, trying to figure out what's going on with a flag on the field here, and I think they wave it off. No? Mechanics are something. Having trouble with them tonight. My apologies. Streaming presented by Rend Lake College. Always enrolling, always here for you. Check out rlc.edu and get started on your future career today. Your journey starts at Rend Lake College. 27-15, Rams trailing here, but with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Ball in the near hash as the Rams move right to left. Quarterback under center is McMillan out of the diamond tee. Might have caught Mascoutah offside. They did. What was that version of the diamond tee? Still trying to learn it.
I don't know. I wasn't looking.
It's all right.
I was staring straight at the quarterback, and I did not
fairly
look at the
spread
formation.
out.
But I'll tell you,
more like a wing back on the right, and
I'll tell you this time if they get in it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the
it's
formation.
Okay.
It's a
This has been very beneficial to me because back in the day I never knew all the terminology.
Well, I know, and I'm not sure I did either back in the day. But we didn't know something, we made something up, and we called it that. So I don't know what they're calling things now. But I can tell you this is a straight diamond tee with some nasty splits by the tight ends, 3-yard splits.
McMillan under center on 1st and 5.
Yeah, there is
from the 49 and right up the middle for nothing for looks like Nesbitt that time, and we'll have a late flag.
Yeah, I got a flag. Hopefully that's on Mascoutah because Mount Vernon didn't gain a yard there. That was a straight dive. We would have called that 44 dive, and we didn't get a block up front, and the defensive tackle made the play. Let's see what they call here, who this is on. Come on.
Ball, they're standing on the 49. It's where the football could be. Oh, it's going to be on the Rams.
Yeah, and Coach Mings is going to walk out now. He's calm, and he's going to discuss it with the official. I don't know, Chris. I don't know.
Well, that's going to take quite a bit of yardage away.
Well, I don't even know what the penalty was because we haven't got the signal, so I don't know how far the ball is going to be penalized. It looks like at least 10. Yeah, it's going to be a 10.
That's 15.
Is it 15? No, it's 10.
Okay.
It's 10.
Football math. I told you earlier. I can't add time. I can't add football math. Or subtract. 9:37 remains in the third quarter. And that'll make it
15 to go. I know that. Second 15.
Yeah. 27-15 deficit. And this is going to be play action. Looking downfield to the right side. In and out of the hands of Fisher Davis in the backfield. It'll bring up 3rd down, stop the clock with 9:31 left. So it'll be 3rd about 17 for the Rams.
And this is what we used to consider, or I did, the worst case scenario when you're a running team is you get penalized, early in the set of downs. So now instead of, anywhere from 6, 7, 8, 9 to go, 10, whatever, now you're at 15 yards to go or 20. And, your philosophy is to run the ball, get 4 yards a shot, and you just don't have enough downs to get there, unless you break a big play. So you have to almost, force yourself into a play action to get a big chunk and then get back on the ground again. And, that's what they tried to do there, and now they found themselves at incomplete at 2nd and 17. They're gonna load this. There's a little confusion in the backfield. There's 4 seconds. Got to call timeout. Yeah, the wingback wasn't quite sure of the play, and we just burned one. And that's okay. Just wasn't sure. Better to be sure, safe than sorry.
Timeout presented by SSM Health. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. And off to a good start where the Rams in the first quarter had some miscues in the second quarter, but the third quarter just not quite yet off to that start they want.
Nope, not yet. Not yet. That initial drive by Mascoutah to go up 2 scores has really changed the complexion of the game.
Thankful to have all of you watching online on the Section618.com app. Hope you've enjoyed some of the instant replay tonight. Streaming presented by Red Lake College. Rams football on your radio is driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, the #1 volume dealer in all of Southern Illinois. 27-15 Indians. Mascoutah on top. Rams with the football. 3rd and 17 from their own 39-yard line on the near hash. On the diamond tee, loaded right. It'll be a right side pitch. Flash will fall with it at about the 36 for a loss of 3. And that's going to bring up 4th and 20 for the Rams. We'll have a Ram down on the field, and we know who it is. We just hope everything is good. 12-point game, Coach, for the Rams. Obviously down but not out. Just need to execute like they were earlier, but give credit to Mascoutah. They are a darn good team.
They sure are. Yep, they're very sound. They're very solid. They don't try to do anything they can't do. They get the ball in the right people's hands. And they certainly haven't dominated us tonight. It's just been a play here, a play there, and they've managed to extend this lead out to 27-15. A lot of things to build on here, win, lose, or draw for the Rams. I mean, it's just frustrating, because just a couple big plays, that's really cost us. And other than that, we've been really, really good, really sound.
So checking on the injured Ram down there, of course, reminds me that the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, we're in the broadcast booth. Our proud sponsor. They take care of your Rams, but they can also take care of you with their Orthopedic Urgent Care now open. No appointment necessary. Walk in daily, 8 to 4. Tell you what, while they're taking time on the field, we'll take a time out ourselves. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Let the journey inspire you in the new 2022 Toyota Avalon. Hi, this is Chris Wilson from Lincoln Toyota in Mount Vernon. The 2022 Avalon Limited is midsize luxury with heated and ventilated seats, power tilt, slide, moonroof, and premium JBL sound, and so much more. Now you can save big with $1,000 cash when you finance through Toyota Financial. Come see me, Chris Wilson, at Munkin Toyota just west of the interstates in Mount Vernon, or view our expanding inventory online at munkintoyotamountvernon.com.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
AM 940, 96.5 FM for your listening pleasure, or you can listen to multiple games on the Section618.com app tonight, or you can watch us live on Section618.com. Up at the very top, you can click Watch Live. It'll take you to our YouTube channel, or you can get in the app. Download the app powered by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, and you have immediate access to watch the Mount Vernon Rams. See Jeff Lonan, just tap right there in the Section 618 app. So come basketball season, download this for Mom.
I did not. Well,
and just have her click there, or we can still send the link every game.
We may just need to send the link.
Another service provided by Withers Broadcasting. This is WMIX Mount Vernon. Pardon me. Rams will punt. Be glad to have her for Lady Rams basketball this winter. Muff punt, missed tackle. Oh, my gosh, what strength by both Alan Middleton and Ethan Rivera. Ethan Rivera almost took him down like he was trying to roll him up in a small package for the pin at WrestleMania. But then Middleton almost got away. Good credit to the Rams for helping, and it'll be Mascoutah 1st and 10 from their own 30. Tried to roll him up in a small package. Didn't quite work out. Never know which term you'll hear. I broadcasted a DDT live on the radio last year.
Diamond Dallas Page.
He
right?
would do that sometimes.
Yeah, the small package was really just a general.
Yes.
Nobody really patented that. It was just something they said.
Exactly.
Unlike like the figure 4-leg lock. Or,
right.
Like Iron Sheik had the Cobra clutch.
And we'll have a handoff easily. Owen's going to break to the far sideline to the 40. 45 midfield to the 45-40. Off to the races, pulled out of bounds by the speedster Fisher Davis. And what a saving tackle that is out of bounds. That'll take him to about the 39-yard line.
It's about 20. Oh, we got a flag.
What was that, 30 yards?
I think we got
may not matter.
That's a penalty. Holding.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's going to take that off, and Hugo doesn't have to worry about football math.
I think it was going to be a 29-yard gain, but that negates it.
Oh, boy.
Well, that helps. Finally a break our way.
Shouldn't keep admitting I can't add football math, or District 201 might take back that diploma. 27-15 score. 12-point game here in the King City, and Mascoutah out of the gun on what is now 1st and 7 after that run negated. Ball on the 35. They'll go back to the pitch left side for Owens. He'll get to that far sideline. His comfort zone. He's at the 45 midfield. Off to the races, 45-40. Steps out of bounds at about the, they're going to give him all the way to the 36. Looks like 29 yards on the ground for Owens.
Yeah, Owens starting to wear the Ram defense down. He stepped out of bounds, Chris. They're way back here now.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's only about a 17-yard gain rather than 29.
But he'll finish it off here, getting to the left side again to the 30. Finally, shouldered out of bounds, and Nettles has been big tonight for the Rams defensively. A big INT earlier to stop an attack late in the second quarter, and then that was a touchdown-saving shoulder push out of bounds.
27. That's another 20.
So pretty well got it all right back there anyway.
Yeah, he's gained more yards in the last 2 carries than he had in the first 2 quarters and a half.
Now a quick pass in the flat to Quincy Hall at the 30, down to the 25.
Great job.
A missed tackle by the Rams at first. Luton will finish it off after the initial contact after the miss was made by Kerry Richardson.
That's just a 2-yard completion.
We'll have the Mount Vernon Culvers 3 stars of the game coming up in the Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Swing by Culvers, try a juicy butter burger, or treat yourself to a frozen custard. Your Mount Vernon Culvers on Veterans and 42nd. Here in Mount Vernon. 7:49 left in the third. 2nd and 8 for the Indians from the Mount Vernon 26 on the near hash. Out of the gun, 2 left, 2 right. Single back is on the left as Hall is in motion to make it 3 to the left side. That opens up a spot on the right now for Owens. The 20, he'll be pulled down by Rudolph. What a good tackle there, and that'll bring up, should bring up 3rd and about 1. Okay, 7-yard gain. All right.
Yeah, now Mr. Owens is having his way, isn't he?
Boy, he is.
He's just, I think they finally wore that front down. Now there's the keeper.
Quarterback will take it himself. Goes through traffic, hot knife through butter, past the 15, down to about the 11. That might be about another
10.
Maybe. It's first down regardless. If you've been injured, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. On the 11-yard line, it's 1st and 10 now. They're threatening. Pitch to the right side for Owens. He will get to the 10 on the near side. Pushed ahead inside the 10 to about the 7 for a gain of 4. We'll drop below the 6:38 mark here in the third. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 7. They can get a first down without scoring. 27-15 Indians. They are threatening again. Out of the gun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Time in the quarterback. And now we'll have a whistle on the handoff.
Looks like somebody may have jumped a little early.
Rams offensive line this week's Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week. Contact Josh Finley at Country Financial today and talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of. To help protect what matters most, call Josh Finley, your Country Financial agent in Mount Vernon.
It's Mascoutah's 7th penalty for 55 yards. So they're getting up there in that category.
So with 6:06 left, we have 2nd and 12 after the loss. Or the penalty, I should say.
Jet sweep.
And they'll sweep again, and the Rams will sniff that out. Was that R.J. King?
Looked like it.
What a big tackle by RJ3.
Mr. Middleton's not really going to run that jet sweep anymore than he has to. That's 3 times they've tried that, and they've got 1 yard on 3 plays on that particular play. But now watch him come back and run that same motion, and then they'll run the counter back the other way with Owens. That's what's really gotten us off that particular action. I don't think they're going to run that motion this time, but that's one to look out for.
5:20 left in the third. 3rd and 18, heaved toward the far corner. Tipped and broken up. That could have been a touchdown-saving tip by...
Yeah, great play. Rams had 2 guys
Is that
back
Millsap?
there. Yeah.
Millsap toward the far corner with the bat. Nice work, and it's 4th and 18 with 5:08 left in the third. And we'll see what they do.
Well,
they're on the 19-yard line. Again, they get a first down without scoring.
Well, they're going to go for it because they can't kick it that far. So you can't, and you certainly are not going to punt from the 20. So they really don't have anything to lose here, which is scary.
5:08 left, third quarter, 4th and 18 out of the single-back shotgun set here for the Indians. Rolling to his left side for the pass. Giving chase, R.J. King. And breaking away from it, Simon. He'll break to the 20. Now looking to the 15, and Rams trying to bring him down. Slips a tackle.
Got him.
Gets outside the 10, and that just gets him to the original line of scrimmage. That'll be a turnover on downs. All that drama for next to nothing.
Yeah, he ran 35 yards to get 3, but that's not enough. He needed 5.
Now we'll give the Rams the football here, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, #1 volume dealer in Southern Illinois. 4:54 mark of the third. It's 1st and 10. Rams will have it on their own 13.
Gutsy job by the defense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All Timon, pardon me, all he had to do was really just carry it and keep extending that into a punt.
But you have to have that stop.
Yes.
I mean, you can't give up a score there, or this game is effectively probably out of range. To give yourself any chance to win the football game, you have to make a stop there.
Right.
And the defense did. To me, that's the big picture of that whole thing. So now we got to find a way to move the ball, because we have not moved it well starting this second half.
4:54 remains. Third quarter, 1st and 10 from the 13. I can't tell who has it. It might be Nesbitt. And he might have gotten a yard on the play. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Great student section. There's some junior high kids taking this one in, just like it used to be.
Yeah, great crowd. Just like last week. Really, really good crowd.
There's a lot to do Labor Day weekend, so this is a very good crowd.
Well,
not as big as last week, but still great. And we have a heaping help and watching online. Watch us on your smart TV with the YouTube app. Search for WMIX Sports. 4:08 mark of the third. 2nd and 10 for the Rams, and that's going to be Rivera. Breaks off a tackle, snaps. He's got running room to the 35, to the 40, 45 midfield toward the far hash.
Yeah,
at the 30, 25, 20. He's gone. Touchdown, Rivera. 87 yards. For pay dirt for the Mount Vernon Rams and Ethan Rivera. That'll get him to 100 yards for the night, and that'll get the Rams back into this game. Not that they were out of it. It's 27-21.
Just a simple blast play right off a right tackle. 26 blast. He hits the lane, and he cuts back just enough to make those linebackers over pursue, and then it's a foot race. Wow.
Use that speed, turned on the Jets as we await the PAT as you watch it at WMIXsports.com and the Section 618 app. 87 yards.
Yeah, and just when you think this Mascoutah defense had them figured out offensively, that can happen. Anytime you got backs of the talent of those three guys back there. And I will say this, McMillan's done a great job getting everybody the ball where they're supposed to have it. Great footwork. Get in there. Yep. And the Rams are back in the game. One score, 5-point game, Chris.
Unbelievable. The Davis kick is good, and it is 27-22. The Rams are back within 5. 3:52 mark of the third quarter. We'll take a timeout here ourselves. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Rend Lake College.
What a run by Ethan Rivera. What a kick, Fisher Davis. Rams back within 5, 27-22, 3:52 mark of this third quarter, and that 87-yard run was a big one.
Sure was.
Unreal. 3:52 left in the third. Rams football, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nash Vegas, #1 volume dealer in Southern Illinois. Shop them online, holzhauers.com.
Now let's see if the defense can feed off that big play and make a stop. And like I said, that last stop that defense made down there was everything. Chris, this game could have been 35-15 right now had the defense not held. And now it's 27-22.
Middleton with it off of the return. A little bit of a delayed run back now to the 30. Staying on that hash, gets to about the 33. He's met by Jakari Verdon, among others. Marlon Price. Yeah. DeMonte Hernandez was in there, I thought. Thought I saw 30.
There was a bunch of
maybe
people
Jameer Smith-Henson.
Yeah.
See what the Ram defense can do. The score's going to make it look like they've struggled. They actually have not.
They
Two
have
of these
not.
scores belong to special teams.
Yeah, they have not struggled. They have done a great job. Now, Owens has got his yards. He's got 76 yards. But for a back like Owens, as many times as he's gotten the ball, Chris, he's gotten the ball 13 times now. He's got 76 yards. I think you take that against a guy like Owens. I mean, he's good. And he's still on the field, and he may gash us again, but so far so good with Owens, in my opinion. I mean, he's got his yards, but we've really limited his damage.
Time in the quarterback here. Out of the gun. Two-step drop, looking left.
Ball.
Throws
Ball.
left.
Jump it.
That one is going to be Fisher Davis for the tip. Almost had it. Falls incomplete.
I got excited there. I saw 6.
Falls incomplete. Unofficially, and I'm sure I've missed a couple incompletions. I've missed a couple of passes for him that I've not written down.
Boy, that had 6 written all over it.
So that'll make it second and
penalty. Yeah.
2nd and 5.
It's going to be on Mascoutah. They didn't get set. They tried to snap the ball too quick, and this was that fast break football hurts you. You're trying to go too fast. Your guys don't get set. Now it costs you 5 yards. That's crucial in a 5-point game.
Streaming presented by Rend Lake College. Their dual credit program has saved students over $17 million in college tuition. Students, when it comes time to register for next semester, ask your counselor about dual credit with RLC. Out of the gun. That was a clap count, and then off balance was Owens trying to grab it with one hand, so it'll fall incomplete, bring up 3rd and 10 with 3:32 to go in the third.
The second time they've tried middle screen, and they have not completed either one of them. And neither one of them looked very good.
After 3, Marion leads Jersey 46-15. On the Section 618 app tonight, Hamilton County knocks off CZR 40-0. It's Tony Wilt's scoreboard.
Big down. 3rd and 10. Rams going to get the goal in good field position here. If we hold, just down 5.
Out of the gun with 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Single back set. Back to pass. Looking over the top. There's Quincy Hall, no problem. Catches it about the 40. Took it all the way past midfield down to about the 32-yard line. And that's going to be about 38.
38.
Quincy Hall, his first grab unofficially tonight.
Yep.
SVW leads Fairfield 15-12 with 3:31 left. Adding on to that, Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. Look for that white State Farm Jeep around town. And we have a flag.
Penalty?
Yeah, there's a flag at about the 40-yard line.
Yes, there is.
Rams are walking way back. This is a good sign if you're a Ram fan. If you're from Mascoutah, you're there from St. Clair County, you're not liking this as much.
We're going to take that off the board. It never happened.
Well, good thing I've been doing my stats in pencil tonight.
Now, let's see what it was. I did not see anything suspicious at the initial part of the play. But obviously I'm a lot farther away than they are. Okay. I believe maybe a legal substitution, Chris. 12 men on the field, possibly, on Mascoutah.
I honestly goodness did not see it.
I didn't really get any call or a mechanic there. I don't know.
Part of the job these days is multitasking with social media and whatnot, and doing other things. Trying to see if we had an update from Centralia Olney. So back on the 30-yard line.
I don't think. I mean, the ball's back to the original line of scrimmage, and there's a penalty. So the ball has to be penalized. So they need to move the ball back 5 yards, I believe. I don't think the ball's spotted right. Unless they know something I don't. Okay, they picked the ball up. Now just walk. There we go.
So 3rd and 15 from their own 25-yard line now for the Indians. 27-22 Mascoutah. 3:23 remaining here in the third quarter.
That's Mascoutah's 9th penalty of the game for 65 yards. That one could not come at a worse time for them and a better time for the Rams.
Live from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for Rams football, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Single back out of the gun.
Look for the deep ball.
Rams fans on their feet on 3rd down, some with cowbells. 2-step drop, looking left. The lone target on the left side. Middleton beats it. That's going to be tipped away from the Rams. That was already in contact, so no pass interference. And guess who? Mylan Nettles tipped that one away.
Yep. You had to know the deep ball was coming. They were going to do something past the chains because it was 3rd and forever. Great coverage and great play on the ball without interfering with the receiver.
Let's watch that again.
Boy, look at this.
What a play.
Yeah.
Nettles just tipped it away.
Really nice.
4th and 15.
Yeah, and now we're going to get the ball in really good field position, I think, unless something really funny happens here on this punt. And we're going to drive it here in the third quarter, or have a chance to drive it for a go-ahead score.
27-22 Indians. They're going to punt the football away. 4th and 15 from their own 25. Punt is off. It's a tighter spiral. And that is going to take a Mascoutah bounce, get away from it to about the 35-yard line where the Rams will have it first and 10.
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Get away. Mascoutah's got a good coverage team. They were right on the ball. You try to go get that one. You know, you're live. They may hit you. You may drop the ball. You don't get it cleanly. It's got to be smart. Make sure your offense gets a chance to touch the ball.
3:06 left in the third quarter. And the Mount Vernon Rams look to strike, down just 5, 27-22.
35 yards on the punt.
Chris Hugo, Jeff Lonnon alongside, Lady Rams basketball coach. I'm just a play-by-play guy. Edwardsville Tigers look to be 2-0 after beating perennial Missouri Power Jackson last week. So Edwardsville, I'm not sure they're playing tonight, but they're in victory formation, according to Twitterverse. Highland, I believe. Future Mascoutah opponent out of the Mississippi Valley Conference. Rams in the diamond T set. McMillan, the quarterback, under center. 1st and 10 from their own 35, far hash.
Pass.
McMillan's back to pass. That's going to be complete.
Here we go.
That is going to be.
Here we go.
Get a block. Get a block. Hash at the midfield to the 40.
Cut back.
Cut back at about the 35 to the 30. There goes a Quentin Millsap with one man left to beat. Oh, he's brought down at the 1.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't see any flags, but that's going to be a 64-yard pass. If it's to the 1, no, to the 3.
61 yards.
So 61 yards.
Oh, my gosh, what a great call. What a great call. Just snuck a back right out there.
Forgive me, that took me back to a slant pass in 2007 that went 42 yards for a score against Cahokia.
That was Dontrell Black, by the way. And
yes, it was. He's been watching.
At
least he did last week.
That was Dontrell Black, and that got us past Cahokia and into the next round of the playoffs.
Albus, the quarterback?
Yep.
Jacob?
Sure was.
Saw Jake Sterner here somewhere earlier.
Sure was.
Big hitter from that team, along with Jake Sledge.
It was one of the prettiest slant pass and catches that I've ever seen.
It was poetic.
It sure was. Okay, we've got to punch it in here. You're at the 2.
All the action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, #1 volume dealer in Southern Illinois. We're out of the Diamond T here. Rivera, Davis. Can't see the third number from here.
Blast.
It is, and that's going to be Devontae into the end zone. Another Bourré blast. Easy Nesbitt run, but there's a flag.
Now we got a flag.
Technically, Devontae's third touchdown of the night, but this could be the second one waved off.
Please. Holding. Good grief.
I'm not sure where.
Well, it's going to cost us 5, and now it's going to be 1st and 7 instead of 1st and 2. Oh, boy. Ball was on the 2, 5 yard. I guess they had determined that the yeah. All right, shake it off. Still first down, 7 yards to go. You can do that easy.
Rams are going to count their blessings to be on the 7 on a holding.
Yeah, no kidding. But now
they stop it, so they realize the mistake.
Wait a minute.
They walked it off like it was a 5-yard penalty and not a 10-yard spot penalty.
I know. That's why I quit talking.
Unbelievable.
I was getting ready. And
Good times.
I just shut up. But now they caught it. So,
unfortunately, another Mays & Sons Plumbing touchdown waved off the board tonight. You give them a call next time you need their services, 618-279-3338. Appreciate Mays & Sons Plumbing for sponsoring the Rams this year. A new feature that I need to write down and stick to the window.
Okay.
So that'll push it back to the 12-ish. So 1st and goal from the 12. 2:02 left in the third. And this time it is going to be Rivera again, going off to the right side. Fumbled the football, picked up by the Indians. That's Middleton on the fumble recovery at the 15. So the Indians come up with a big defensive play, and with 1:53 left in the third, are back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, the holding penalty cost us 6. And isn't it amazing how just one innocent holding penalty can turn
always feels like it's
that
holding.
momentum go back the other way?
Always feels like it's holding that cost you.
Well, it is, and quite honestly, you could call holding probably just about every play of a football game
exactly.
if you look close enough.
Especially at this level.
Just being a guy that's been involved in it. I mean, yep. Okay. All right, here we go. Got to make another stop, defense. Long way from being over.
1st and 10 for Mascoutah. Quick handoff Owens right up the middle out of the gun, and he will get to about the 16. So no gain. That's a huge tackle by Jameer Smith-Henson.
Just got to get him on the ground.
Rams have done a great job. I mean, so far Owens under 100 yards and the quarterback under 100
there's
yards.
Big play potential here with this group. And we know that. We've seen it. Yeah, they're going to give him one, it looks like.
So now to the gun, clap, snap. And it'll be Owens again, the running back, just shy of the 20, maybe to the 19. We'll see where they give him the spot. Maybe a gain of 3 on the play for Owens.
Yeah, crucial down here, 3rd and 6. Once again, going to give the ball back to the Rams in really good field position if we can make a stop. Boy, we've laid on this defense hard tonight, relied on them to get the ball back for us. They've done one heck of a job. Can they do it one more time here?
Here in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, you're listening to Mount Vernon Rams football, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. Watch us live on YouTube. Look for WMIX Sports, or you can find direct access at section618.com and the Section 618 app. 3rd and 6 from the 20 for the Indians. Back to pass, time and looking left side, and that one's going to be complete. Up the left side at about the 34-yard line. The target that time looks like, I'm still trying to get that number. It looks like that might be Jacob Fritz. For about 13 or so. No, more than that.
No, I had it for 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They spotted it well ahead of where I thought it was going to be. That'll move the chains with 14 seconds. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Out of the gun with 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Owens the back, and
what do we got? Timeout?
A timeout with 3.2 seconds left. In the 3rd quarter, mind you. Timeouts presented by SSM Health. SSMHealth.com/doctors to find your next physician. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. So 3.2 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. Each team with 2 timeouts left. Could be a factor in the 4th. It's a 27-22 game. Mascoutah by 5. Oh, boy. Where to go from here? The Rams need to come up with a big stop defensively. And big stop's not easy against Mascoutah. Not easy at all.
No, it's not. Because they have shown pretty decent ability to put the ball in the air and pick up big chunks of yards. They're very hard to defend if they decide to throw the ball. Our best probably pass defense has been our rush, but that time he got a really, really, really good long look so he could throw the ball. We didn't get a great rush, but overall we've got some pretty good pushes on him all night long.
Now 1st and 10, direct snap to the running back here, Middleton, up to the right side, 40-45, midfield. Nesbitt trying to bring him down, gets some help now from another Ram there. Looks like that is Coulter Bukowski.
Picked up about, all close to 21 yards.
Yep, direct snap worked better that time.
Yep.
So that'll be another chain mover here for the Indians. 12. Oh, we have hit the end of the 3rd quarter. All right. After 3, it is the Mascoutah Indians 27, the Mount Vernon Rams 22. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Raise a Warrior, RLC's micro scholarship program for in-district students grades 3 through 12. Get up to $2,000 for college at RLC. Earn points with things students do every day. Honor roll, sports, volunteering, clubs, and so much more. Parents create an account, set up your child's profile, and that's it. You're now ready to earn and track points toward real money for college. Let RLC help you raise a warrior. Get started today. micro.rlc.edu.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
Fourth quarter we go. Ken Hunt Stadium from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Rams football is presented by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. And right now, 1st and 10 for Mascoutah from the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, the quarterback keeps it himself. Time going to go up the right side and shakes the defender, gets first down yardage on the far sideline, down to the 30, maybe to the 25. 26-yard line is where he will go. 18-yard gain on the ground for the quarterback.
Simon now got 64 yards on the ground. And they have used him as a running weapon all night long.
So now, quick run up the right side. Looks like Owens that time getting to the 20. Again, they are so quick to the line of scrimmage, no huddle. And that is going to be a gain of about 7 to bring up 2nd and 3. Now out of the gun, 3 left, 1 to the right. Ball on the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 3. Another handoff, Owens. He's going to break to the far side, looking for that far corner of the end zone, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 7 or so. Maybe.
Gosh.
Another big gain for Owens. He's getting closer to 100.
Yeah, I've got him right at 100.
First and goal from the 5-yard line. 11:23, or from the 9, pardon me. And now quarterback keeper. Timon going to sneak right up the middle and dive into the end zone.
Okay. Back to the drawing board, right?
Yep.
We got it to 5.
33-22.
And now we're back to 2 scores again. And how big is that holding call?
Wait, what's this flag? Probably not going to impact the touchdown.
It doesn't seem.
Dan Mings talking with the officials. Meanwhile, they might want to get an 11th player out there.
Well, he's not happy about something, I can tell you that. He's all the way out there now. He's got it. I don't. Now he's going to the other side of the field. I guess he's going to show him exactly what he thinks and where it happened. Oh, we got a player down over there. That's the deal, Chris.
And now we get the 11th player out on the field.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not see.
I don't know that anybody
Well, he's
did.
so far out of bounds that, he's not in a reasonable spot where you'd think you'd find an injured player. He's way over by the track.
Therefore, really, a play should not have. They should not have allowed a play.
Well, no, of course not.
Because that was from the play from before, I understand.
Okay, so there's an injured player, and they should not allow that play. They should have been giving him medical attention. Now there's a flag, and they've called that. Well, they've called it on Coach Mings.
Dan has every right to be upset.
Well, he does. He's got a player over there hurt on the other side of the field.
And they ignored it and allowed play to happen.
They ignored it, exactly. I don't know, that's pretty clear cut to me.
Thank you to the viewers back at home for sending that in.
Yes, thank you. We do not have a great view of that side over there, especially when it gets out by the track.
They're talking it over. So Fisher Davis going to walk off with some help.
Well, hopefully it's just a cramp. We've had a lot of that tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Rams is going to be the call. See what they do here. You would sometimes you want these guys mic'd up, but then sometimes you don't want to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, that mic'd up stuff spoils you. You know, until you get somebody who's not mic'd up, and then all of a sudden you want desperately to get an explanation. But we're not going to get it. And we got 2 penalties on the same play. They scored a touchdown when we had a hurt player, apparently, on the other side. And now they'll go for 2.
Try to extend this to a 13-point game. Owens a single back out of the gun. Hall will be in motion to the left. And now the quarterback's going to bounce off a defender into the end zone after the fake handoff. 35-22. $35, 35-22, Mascoutah. Our scoreboard has 35. 11:14 left in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break ourselves. This is Ram football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Need work but not finding anything requiring skill or experience?
Yeah, I need a job where I can continue to grow, not start over flipping burgers.
Do you like working with your hands?
Yes.
Have you managed a team or operations before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you're exactly who we're looking for.
Walgreens Distribution Center is hosting Walk-In Wednesdays from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Meet directly with HR to apply and interview. Offers will be made to qualified candidates on spot. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free work.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
35-22, Mascoutah Indians, as we welcome you back into Rams football from Ken Hunt Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Chris Hugo, Jeff Lonan alongside. 11:14 remains. Indians, after the unsportsmanlike penalty against the Rams, will get to kick off from the 45. There's the kickoff, likely headed for the end zone. It'll take the Ram bounce, and the Rams will start with a touchback.
Okay, got to go back to work. Can't let all of this distract you from the fact that we got to punch the ball in here and get it back to one score to give ourselves a chance. Because you still do have a chance. But we got to create some energy, because right now the energy level, you can feel it, is just down. And one big play will change that, or one big, even a gain, 20, 30 yards, get this crowd going, get the team's head up.
We've had 2 touchdowns called off.
Yeah, we have.
And I've watched the replay on both due to holds, and I never found a true hold the entire time, not for either one. Here comes a counter off of the diamond tee, and that one's going to be maybe for a no gain for Nesbitt. Give a lot of credit to Mascoutah for tightening up defensively as well.
They have. And here is where, formation-wise, later down the road, you can do some things to get them spread out of there, I think. But again, I said this last week, about 40% of this has been polished and and where it needs to be. And, there's another 60% to go. So, they're doing very well with what they have had tonight and, still have a chance to, win the ball game if they can punch one in here.
2nd and 10 from their own 20. 10:28 left. Diamond tee set for the Rams. McMillan under center. And again, no gain. This is going to be right up the middle. Good effort there by Anthony Lash.
Maybe a play action. Maybe sneak it back deep. Throw one down there and see if we can go get it. Maybe get some separation, get a linebacker to bite or a cornerback on the play action. I think you got to probably put the ball in the air right here at 3rd and 9, down 2 scores.
Ja'Cory Verdon will check in as a tight end here for the Rams out of the Diamond tee set. 9:45 remains. 35-22 Mascoutah.
There it is.
Rolling out the pass, looking downfield. McMillan's going to have to get rid of it. Does. He was hit as he threw, and it'll be an incomplete pass, 4th and 9.
Yeah, we had a runner on the backside there. He just didn't have enough time. It was a blast pass. They faked the blast play action and then got some guys out, but he didn't have enough time to set his feet and throw the football. Got a punt.
Punt on 4th and 9 here from the 21-yard line. 9:36 to go. What a hard-fought game to this point so far for the Rams.
Well, it's been a great football game. There's not a whole lot that separates these two teams. Mascoutah is a fine football team, though. They proved that tonight so far. It's a fake punt.
Fisher Davis going to try to use that speed. Now dumps one off.
Yep.
And that's going to be caught. Luton to the 40-45 midfield. Steps out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Fake punt executed to perfection. And the Possum gets it done. Fisher Davis looked dead to rights out there on the opposite sideline, and now comes back in not only to punt, but fake punt, and completes it to Gabe Luton.
I got to create a whole new quarterback category here to write that yardage down. I like it. I had McMillan down as my quarterback, but now I've got to add a second one.
See that again on section618.com.
Yeah. How many yards was that, Chris?
Quite a few.
30, I'm going to say
21 to the 45. About 34.
34. Get up. Nope.
And now the Rams will run to the right side here with Rivera. No gain. Yeah, no, I got to put a new quarterback down. Yeah. What did I say it was, 34?
34 yards. Passing yards credited to Fisher Davis.
$8:48 remains. Right now, 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Ball on the Mascoutah 45-yard line. All the action tonight is driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Try to find our next Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. This week it was the Rams O-line. Congratulations from Josh Finley, Country Financial, 814 Harrison in Mount Vernon. New office. McMillan back to pass out of play action to the backfield. Complete to Lash. He has speed. He's to the 40. 35-30. Will he go to the 20? 15-10. Pushed out of bounds at about the 8 or 9 yard line for 30-plus yards. P. Mack.
Yeah.
Down to about, the 7.
38 yards.
38.
Hey, great job by McMillan getting the ball out fast and letting his receiver catch it and work. Really, really good job.
That'll bring up 1st and goal from the 7-yard line on the near hash for the Rams. Down, not out, 8:10 to go in the 4th. 35-22 Mascoutah. Diamond tee set modified here for Mount Vernon, wearing all black, thick white stripes. White numerics trimmed in orange. And slipping after the snap, McMillan will fall on it. Glad to see that. Rescues the football, and that'll be 2nd and goal.
Better to fall on it than to fumble it and give it up.
Absolutely.
But we desperately need to score this.
Second and goal from the 8-yard line for the Rams. Clock will drop to 7:40 on this series. Play clock at 27. Still plenty of time. 35-22 Indians.
And I think we got to get the ball get the play in there just a little bit faster now, starting now inside this 7-minute mark and get up on the line of scrimmage.
Pitch to Nesbitt to the left side, out of my vision, and he'll be pushed back to the 15. Kind of that part of the field where I can't see from about the 30 to the 10.
Yeah, now you're in a tough spot at third down. And a ways. About 13-ish.
Get you caught up with a 20-wheel State Farm scoreboard update momentarily. Some finals from around the region starting to trickle in, but right here it's 35-22, anything but over.
I could almost see them throwing the ball again here, maybe a quick out, but they're not in that kind of formation. So I think they're going to run the football.
3rd and goal from the 12 for the Rams out of the Diamond T double tight. And here comes McMillan
Trap.
looking to throw. Gets away.
Yep.
Rolling to the left
Yep,
side.
Yep. Trap pass.
Has running room, looking to throw across his body, and he will throw into the end zone. Diving effort. Rivera, did he come up with it? He
got
did.
it.
Caught by Rivera. Back of the end zone for the score.
Wow.
Unbelievable grab by Ethan Rivera for 12 yards and puts the Rams on the board and gives them new signs of life.
And I think, listen, everybody up here was yelling, just run it. Run it. Whenever McMillan rolled out, there appeared to be a lane to maybe get there to the pylon, but he held it back, and he ran. He did not cross the line of scrimmage. He thought he saw something, and he threw a great ball and led Rivera perfectly, and what a great catch.
Amazing catch.
I mean, that's the kind of plays you got to make to win football games, and the kind of throws.
And the kick is, I can't see it from here.
It's good.
Great. 35-29. Rams back in it, down 6. 6:21 left in the fourth. We'll take a break. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Losing a loved one is hard enough. Add in the logistical and financial decisions that come with arranging a funeral service, and it can feel overwhelming. By planning yours in advance, you can remove these extra burdens from your loved ones during an already difficult time and allow your family the space to remember, reflect, and begin to heal. We offer flexible payment plans, making advanced planning a more convenient option. My name is Karen Pace with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. We are committed to providing a personalized service to fit your family's needs with dignity and professionalism. Call us to set your appointment today.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 FM. The Rams back within a possession here. 35-29 after Ethan Rivera dives in the back of the end zone for a Peyton McMillan pass. The 12-yard touchdown and subsequent Fisher Davis kick put the Rams back within 6, 35-29, 6:21 left.
Well, whatever happens, if you go away from this game not proud of this football team, there's something wrong. 35-29, and they have fought every inch of the way. They've not given up. They've had adversity. They've given up 2 big special teams plays. They've had 2 touchdowns wiped off the board, and they just keep coming. And, boy, I'm not happy we're behind, but I'm sure happy we're competing like this. It just is a good thing. I love it. Here's the onside, Chris.
Onside kick,
get
and the Rams may have gotten it. Rams may have gotten
it.
Right up the gut to about the 49. Did they come up with it? Let's see. Peel them off, peel them back. Let's see which way they wave. I don't see much celebration yet.
Come on, guys.
Rams look like they
have
it. Rams pointing like they have it.
Well, the Rams did. The officials haven't.
I mean, the mechanics haven't been great so far tonight.
Wait a minute. Now some guy comes off the pile from Mascoutah with the ball after the Rams laid it down. Hold on. Give us a call. We need a call, guys.
And they finally give it to the Rams. Big play.
Boy, oh boy. Yes. What a big play, right?
Absolutely.
Well, it's a smart call at 6:17, and Mascoutah moving the ball in big chunks of yards. You don't know if you're going to get the ball back with any kind of chance to win. And let's face it, Mascoutah's offense has been pretty darn good here the last quarter and a half. And now you put yourself in a position to win the football game, Chris. You got to drive at 47 yards. however you can do it, just do it. It's going to be hard. We'll see.
Out of the diamond tee for the Rams, 1st and 10 from their own, actually from the Mascoutah 47.
Penalty.
And we'll have Mascoutah jump, it looks like.
Yep. And Mascoutah's rattled.
We'll double check that that's what it is, and they're going to walk off 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 from now the 42.
It's Mascoutah's 10th penalty tonight for 70 yards. Their coaches will not be happy about that.
This game is far better than I think many thought it would turn out.
That's a good one.
Diamond tee for the Rams. McMillan under center, 6:17 left, 1st and 5 from the 42. This is actually a Corby keeper, and that's not McMillan. That is number 3,
oh boy,
Malachi Mays, and that's going to be fumbled out of bounds. We'll see what happens.
It's still our ball. The fumble was out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and about 6. Whew, that was close.
So it'll be 2nd and about 5. Oh, boy. What a game we've had for you tonight. Another Mays and Sons touchdown a moment ago. Ethan Rivera. Mays and Sons Plumbing. Out of the diamond tee again from the 42. In motion, Rivera. It's going to be a pitch to the right side for Lash, looking for some running room. Gets to the 40.
Get up.
To the 30.
Get up.
20, 15, 10. Gone. Touchdown, Mount Vernon.
You bet.
Anthony Lash 2.0 for 6, and the Rams tie this thing at 35.
Yep. They sure did, Chris. Boy.
43 yards.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You got to be so proud of these guys for coming back. Down 2 scores, not more than what, Chris? About 7 minutes ago? And we're 1 extra point away from going into the lead.
And we wait the Fisher-Davis kick for the lead with 5:16 left.
And a state-ranked team. Come on, buddy. Right through the middle. Get your footwork.
Here comes the kick from Davis. Hall gave it an effort. That sneaks in. PAT good. Rams good. 36-35. King City will take a break. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
One more reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin?
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just take it from our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. Delicious. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Delicious.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
Rams on top, 36-35, 5:16 left of the fourth quarter. The impending kickoff is due as Fisher-Davis made the PAT to give the Rams the lead after Anthony Lash Jr. went 43 yards for pay dirt. Let's see that one again. On Section 618 app.
It's just that little toss that they've been running the whole game, and Mascoutah had that play sniffed. You know, pretty much in the third quarter, I think they were really starting to figure that play out, and we just stuck with it. You get the ball in the hands of him, anything can happen.
Absolutely. As we await the kickoff here, Rams 36, Mascoutah 35.
He just needs a little seam, and he can go. Here we go. They're going to kick this deep. He will not see an onside kick here. But now, no big special team blunders. We got to get the ball carrier on the ground, whichever one of these guys he kicks it to. That's good. That's smart right there. Get it on the ground.
Squibb
now
and
get
picked up by the Indians.
Get
and they're running backward, doing the Rams a favor.
There we go. Yeah,
that was number 7, the quarterback actually. Part of the hands team here, running backward, and that gives them worse field position. Beyond the 40, I think to about the 39-yard line where the Indians will have it. 1st and 10, but they are certainly capable of scoring easily.
Well, and that's a smart kick because you don't want to kick it deep and put it in, allow for a chance at a return by those two guys back there deep who have proven they can hurt you. They just keep the ball on the ground, squib it, so to speak. And that's a big special teams play right there.
Boy, it certainly is. You're watching live, WMIXsports.com, Section 618 app, thanks to Rend Lake College.
Got to make a stop, obviously.
Out of the gun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, single back set. 5:12 left, and this is going to be a quarterback keeper for Timon, and he's going to break to the right side on his feet.
Get him
Cuts
down.
a tackle, past Nettles. He brings him down, though, at about the 44-yard line for a gain of 17 or so on the ground by the quarterback on the keeper on the fake handoff-ish.
Timon up to 91 yards now rushing from the quarterback spot. Got to call timeout here. We got to, timeout, Rams.
Timeout's presented by SSM Health. SSMHealth.com/doctors to find your next physician. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. 5:02 left. That was a quick run and a quick first down for the Mascoutah Indians. Rams have one timeout remaining unofficially.
Well,
they got to come up with a stop.
Yeah.
Feel a lot better about life when they do.
Mascoutah's rushed the ball 32 times, and Timon and Owens have been responsible for 30 of those carries. So it's pretty safe to say that unless they're going to air it out, which that's a threat too, that one of those two guys is going to get the ball, and they're running what we used to call an F or a Q. The quarterback is just reading. It's kind of a read offense. The quarterback is reading where Timon wants to run, and if he doesn't like it, he just keeps it and goes and just reads off his blocks. It's not complicated, but when they spread you out like that, they get 3 and 4 receivers out away from the line of scrimmage every time. And, you got to account for those guys defensively. So you get less guys in the box, and then those two guys being great athletes have got room to be athletes, and that's what's happened.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line in Mount Vernon territory. On the far hash, man in motion, and that should be a motion penalty.
Yep. I know this wide out down here was off early. And
1st and 15.
Yep. Well, that's our 11th penalty for 75. We'll take everything we can get. 5 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes.
36-35 Rams. After trailing 35-22. Score a touchdown, onside kick, another touchdown.
Yeah, and don't get beat deep. Secondary's got to really be alive and not let anybody get past them.
2 right, 2 left here out of the gun for the quarterback time, and it's going to be a pitch to the right side for Owens. Gets a nice block.
Good.
Rams get some hands on him at about the 45. That'll be a gain of about 3. And bring up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Owens up to 103 yards now on 18 carries. He's carried the load tonight along with the quarterback, Timon, for the most part.
3 to the left, 1 to the right.
Again,
single back shotgun.
4 guys out. Watch that inside play with Timon keeping the ball or giving it to Owens.
4:20 left in the fourth quarter, 36-35 Rams. 2-step drop to pass on a slant, bobbled and dropped. On a slant route by Kyle Cook, couldn't hang on. Clock stops with 4:13 left. It's 3rd and 12.
Boy, he was open too, wasn't he?
Boy, how great is it to feel like this again?
Yeah, no kidding. Ball maybe just a hair high and behind the receiver. He had to reach back just a hair, and I think that threw his timing off, and then he dropped the ball. 3rd and 12, huge possession, as they all are now. Huge play, excuse me.
2 left, 2 right. Out of the gun for the quarterback, Timon. Hall and Cook to the left. To the right.
Changing the play at the line.
Yeah.
Yep, they're going to audible to something. I don't think they know what they want to audible, though. Oh, they got to watch that play clock.
Down to 8. Game clock at 4:13 after the incomplete pass. 2-step drop,
Get
looking
deep.
left.
Get deep.
Able to get past the pressure. Throws off balance, and that one is going to be no man's land. There was nobody there, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, he's just getting rid of it, I think. And
they're going to likely go for it here.
Rams going to take a timeout.
Final timeout for the Rams unofficially. Brought to you by SSM Health.
Okay.
You've been in this fever pitch before. Usually,
Many times. But I'm going to tell you this, being up here away from it, you're much more nervous here than you are in it. And that may sound funny, but when you're in it, you're just in that mode, and you don't feel the nerves. But, hey, I want these guys to be successful so bad.
Jeff Lonan, a retired Ram offensive coordinator from the first Mings administration.
Yes, sir.
Lady Rams basketball coach, back-to-back 3A regional champions. They open up their season against the Totopolis Wooden Shoes, I believe, at home in November 12th or 15-ish.
Something like that.
I was looking at that earlier. Then you have Harrisburg on that Thursday. Go to the Nashville tournament. Be here before you know it, but I'm sure as heck not going to wish away this football season.
No. Absolutely. I was getting ready to say we got 7 action-packed football games after tonight.
How great it would be to have football and basketball at the same time.
All right, get them on the ground, guys. 4th and 12.
At the 45, far hash spot, 2 on each side. The receivers for time and the quarterback. Back to his right.
Get deep.
Throwing deep on the fade. We'll have PI there.
Pass interference.
That'll be 1st and 15.
Yep.
That was blatant.
Yep.
That was blatant. You don't need that, but it happened, and now you got to stop him again.
Now, that was the correct call.
First down for the Indians. Unless they caught the Michael Irvin push-off.
So close.
I say that jokingly. There was not one.
Okay. So the penalty goes for 10.
Should be 15.
15.
Unless the high school rule is different than college.
You're right.
4 minutes left, 36-35, Rams hanging on, and what a game we have had here tonight. Wait, what's happening? Oh, yeah, because it wouldn't have been that far.
Right. It's going to be spot.
Ball was on the 45. I would think that would take you to the 30.
Yep.
Where it'll be first down, 4 minutes left.
Yep, that's right.
All the action driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. This is WMIX Mount Vernon. Free service from Withers Broadcasting. Big Mays & Sons plumbing touchdowns tonight for the Mount Vernon Rams. Can they prevent one from Mascoutah? Out of the gun, single back. 1 to the left, tight one side, 2 to the right. Fake handoff. Timon keeps it himself, runs off tackle right, gets down to about the 20 for 10. And that should be another first down as they move the chains again. We drop to the 3:50 mark. Clock will stop while the chains move.
I think that puts Timon over 100 for the evening.
Rams have fumbled it a few times tonight. Now would be a good time to force one of their own.
Yeah, anything can happen.
It's one of the longest running dominant games I've ever been a part of.
It is. You're right. It has been a long one.
3:33 left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Mount Vernon 20. Just outside the red zone. Ball barely on the 20.
What's the little, yep.
And there's going to be
get him down, get him on the ground.
A quick carry there by Owens. He'll get
Good.
3 or 4 on the play, right off tackle. But now they're starting to chunk away yardage here.
Yeah, they are. Owens and Timon.
36-35, Rams on top, 3:08 mark.
Hard to get those guys down. Both of them now over 100 yards rushing. I've got them officially combined at 208 combined.
Glad to have all of you watching online on the Section618.com app. We haven't forgotten about those of you on the radio. Biggest football viewership we've had in some time. Out of the gun, back to the left, 2 to the right on the receivers. Inside handoff again, bouncing off a tackle. Owens right up the middle, he may get in. He is still on his feet even with a sliding tackle, but they may say he's down at the
down.
2.
They got him down.
What an effort by the Ram defender from behind. And if that's 88, I don't have an 88 on my roster unless that's 68. If so, it's Mason Randall. That's not a surprise that he brought him down with such authority. And now I think it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, oh, man. But if there's any good news is that we didn't want them to score at all, right? But if they score here, there's still going to be 2:30, 2:25-ish on the clock, which is a lot of time. I mean, it's not like they score, with 10 seconds to go. We've got a chance to get the ball back, and as many big play guys and speed that we have in our backfield, anything can happen, as we've seen in this quarter. At one point, we were down 2 scores. Now we're ahead by 1.
Officials were kind enough to pause the action while an injured player was down to avoid another touchdown, as encouraged by our public address announcer, Rob Wilt. Got to keep those PSAs rolling in the press box. As during this SSM Health timeout, we have 2:31 left. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 36-35, Rams hanging on. But the ultimate bend, do not break scenario, as the Rams will put together their best goal line defense with some kids who are seniors now, but still a very young team in football experience speak.
Yep. No doubt about it. They have put up a heck of a fight tonight.
2:31 left. Again, 1st and goal for the Mascoutah Indians, trailing 36-35 to the Mount Vernon Rams. They say wind the clock. The back will be Owens, flanking the quarterback Timon to his left. Hall and Middleton to the left side. A man to the right. What will Timon do? He has options, and they've all been effective. Play clock at 6. Snap will probably come with 3. There it is. Inside handoff. Owens will not get in, it looks like.
No, he didn't. He did not get in. 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Almost right at 20 carries, I think, for Owens tonight.
I got him at 21 for 123.
There you go. I've missed a few plays on my stat sheet. 1:45 left. Clock rolls. 28 seconds on the play clock.
Now listen, Mascoutah got to be careful here. They're just kind of letting this clock go. If they don't get in, they're going to lose. So, I mean, they've
2nd and goal from the 1. Minute 31 left. Again, Owens on the left side of the quarterback, Simon. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Rams stacked in their goal line D. Out of the gun. The quarterback claps, snaps, and there it goes. He tries to dive in. I think he's pushed out.
I don't know. I do not see a signal.
Far judge says no.
No.
Nobody else indicating. This will bring up 3rd and goal with a minute 10.
That's exactly right. And
now a flag.
Wait, now we got a flag. Okay, hope this is on Mascoutah.
See what the call is from the official here with a minute 6 left.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike on the Rams, they say. Now another one.
Well, now let's see what this one is. There were 2 flags.
Another unsportsmanlike on the Rams and an ejection.
We do have an ejection.
Unbelievable. One, you got to keep your head even when things are bad. Trust me, things are not great. Not in this situation. That's why I don't need to coach. So 1st and... Nope.
The clock's running, Chris.
Let it run.
And which I don't understand. I mean, let it run out. We win, right?
Yeah, give it that Cahokia clock.
I mean, does anybody realize that thing's running?
Nope.
I mean, it's down to 30 seconds, and it's running. And the play clock just expired. Okay, got it. Okay, fine.
So now we'll have a timeout presented by SSM Health. Again, if you're wondering what's going on, there was nothing going on. Clock was running, officials letting it happen, and 24.4 seconds left in the 36-35 game. Right now, the Rams lead. We did have an ejection after back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in the end zone. After a goal line stop on second down, stopping the quarterback Timon turned it into 3rd and goal. The officials talking things over here.
Okay, so let's forget all of that and just talk about what we got. It's 3rd and inches at the goal line. If Mascoutah comes up and gets under center, you have to figure the quarterback's going to try to sneak it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
If they stay in shotgun, which they've been in the entire game, I don't even know if they have the ability to go. I think they do. I think any team would, even a gun team like this, a shotgun team. If they go shotgun, you almost have to just sell out on Owens, right? I mean, you got to pick one or the other and just sell out and hope you guess right and spy him and just hope you can get him down. I mean, you're gambling here. I guarantee you that's what, in a timeout, that's what they talked about. They're going to spy Timon or Owens and just try to stop and hope that's who gets the ball. I don't know.
30.
It's tough.
3rd and goal.
Yeah, they're under. Is he going to get under center, Chris?
That's what it says.
Yep.
He will.
Jam the middle.
24.4 seconds
just
left.
Jam it.
24.4 seconds left. Ball's
jam
on the one,
jam
and he
it.
will get
jam
in.
It. Nope.
He gets in.
Oh, gosh.
Timon gets in on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah.
And Mascoutah takes a 41-36 lead.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's literally on the 1-inch line. Even if he sneaks it and you try to jam, which they did. We jammed the middle really well. I mean, he barely got it over the line. But it's hard to guard somebody, an inch off the goal line or defend somebody.
Man, to not have those 2 touchdowns called back.
Yeah. What ifs, right?
Yeah, because one of them set up a Mascoutah touchdown, and then not to mention the 2 special teams.
Yeah, no doubt.
They will go for 2 to try to make it 43-36. Timon will run right up the gut.
And Timon ends the night with 16 carries for 102 yards, the quarterback. He and Owens make them go. There's no doubt about that after watching them tonight.
43-36, Mascoutah Indians by a touchdown. But I'm here to tell you, probably not a lot of people thought this game would be this close and the Rams have a chance to win this late. You talked to a lot of prognosticators. Many didn't think they'd beat Taylorville, especially if you read the State Journal-Register where they predicted a 20-6 Taylorville win. And I'm sure many would have had this as a Mascoutah running clock.
Right.
But guess what? It's not. And all the action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, #1 volume dealer in Southern Illinois. Shop them online, holzhauers.com. 19.9 seconds left. I believe the three-point arc in high school is 19 feet 9 inches.
Sounds about right.
Don't know why I threw that out there.
Well, there's 20 seconds left in the game. We've got some guys out there that can make a big play. How about a kickoff return here, Chris?
I would not complain.
For 6. Would that not send this place into a...
With a must-make PAT or go for 2 for the win?
Yeah, exactly.
Because essentially that's what my Mascoutah went for 2, to force that. Yeah. We wait the Braden Christian kick.
Yeah,
they will kick it back as far as they can. It'll take a hop, and it's Anthony Lash Jr. with 19.9 seconds left from about the 5. He gets through, pulled down at about the 22, 15.1 seconds left to the 22-yard line. And let's see what the Rams have up their sleeve with 15.1 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from about the 22-yard line. Again, 43-46 Mascoutah. It's been back and forth tonight. And one of the better Rams games of recent memory. Well, recent memory, I mean, without question.
Right.
You know what I mean.
No doubt.
Rams back onto the field, led by Peyton McMillan. Junior quarterback. Backs are going to be Lash, Rivera, and there's some confusion on the Rams sideline. Need another lineman out there. It'll be Philip Murphy. Play clock at 17. 15.1 seconds on the game clock. Three-headed monster in the backfield for the Rams out of this diamond tee with McMillan, the quarterback, under center. 1st and 10 from their own 22. Game on the line. 15.1 ticks to go on the clock. Back to pass. McMillan's looking downfield to Fisher Davis. Pass interference. No call. 8.6 seconds left. We get a late flag, and it's probably going to be on the Rams, knowing their luck.
I don't know.
You also have a lot of circumstances where there are new crews that have never worked together before. Well, one game maybe by now.
Well, there was certainly
working together this season.
There was certainly contact. I mean, we all saw that right out in the middle of the field.
So with 8.6 seconds left, White Hat waves off the flag.
And it was a good shot because, I mean, if we complete the ball, I mean, it's just one-on-one out there to the end zone. So we gave ourselves a chance, but couldn't hook up.
8.6 seconds to go in regulation. 43-46, Mascoutah on top. It'll be 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Ball on the 22-yard line. McMillan under center out of the diamond tee. Reverse handoff. Now going up the left side is going to be Nesbitt. He'll be brought down to 30, and that's going to be all she wrote. Rams will come up just short tonight against state-ranked Mascoutah. Final score, 43-36. We'll talk about it in our Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show coming up. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
DollarSavingDeals.com is the saving superstore everyone is talking about. Hi, this is Leah from DollarSavingDeals.com. Right now, you can buy half-price certificates to your favorite places in Southeast Missouri and Southern Illinois, like Kretzner's Bar and Grill in Hoyleton, Muddy Roots Collective, Buckwater Brew Works, Swamp Tales in Carlisle, Bubba's 2 in Nason, Joe's Pizza in Mount Vernon, Thai Taste in Carbondale, and so much more. Next time you want to go to your favorite place for half the price, shop DollarSavingDeals.com.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show starts now.
Postgame show, as you just heard, presented by Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or schedule your service appointment online at schmidtchevrolet.com. With Jeff Lonan, I'm Chris Hugo. Angela French back at the Mount Vernon studio. What a thriller in the King City tonight from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. The Mount Vernon Rams fall to the Mascoutah Indians, 43-36 the final. Worth noting that the Rams led 36-35 until the 24-second mark of this fourth quarter. Unbelievable finish, Jeff Lonan. We're going to make reference. I will make references most of the year to who would have thought this, who would have thought that. But seriously, right now, who would have thought the Rams would have been in the position to go 2-0 right now? I mean, I know some of us believe it because of how much we believe in Dan Mings. But unreal, the first two games of the season for this Mount Vernon Rams football team.
Boy, you got that right. And, we were 19.9 seconds away, right?
Yeah, there we go. It was 19.9.
It was 19.9.
That's why I threw out the 3-point line mark. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
excited.
I understand, but 19.9 seconds away from, being 2-0. And, yeah, hey, woulda, coulda, shoulda in this game, but it's a learning experience. And they'll go back and they'll be able to mature from this. The holding call on the goal line, when we scored, and the big special teams plays that we gave up. We got to learn how to, get the ball on the ground and stay in our lanes and be disciplined, and tackle the return man, which we didn't do a couple times. Actually, it was just one time, and then the other time was getting on the ball on the pooch kick. So those are all things that are correctable. We did a lot of things good tonight. I mean, we did. I thought Peyton McMillan was really good. He didn't have to throw the ball much early. Excuse me, because we were right where we wanted to be. But he came back and made some big throws in the second half. Threw for a TD. Excuse me. That was something that, he hadn't done last week. So a lot of good things happened, Chris.
Boy, they did. And we got plenty to talk about. I should say we have plenty to talk about on your Schmitz-Filet Buick GMC postgame. We'll have more of it coming up, as a matter of fact. Final score tonight, Mascoutah 43, Mount Vernon 36. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Raise a Warrior, RLC's micro-scholarship program for in-district students grades 3 through 12. Get up to $2,000 for college at RLC. Earn points with things students do every day. Honor roll, sports, volunteering, clubs, and so much more. Parents create an account, set up your child's profile, and that's it. You're now ready to earn and track points toward real money for college. Let RLC help you raise a warrior. Get started today. micro.rlc.edu.
I hear people say that global warming is affecting the storms we have here locally. This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt, and my question to them is, does it really matter? In my business, no one ever asks why the storm hit their home. They just want to know, can I rebuild it? If you're not certain if your home can be rebuilt or what's actually covered in your policy, then stop by my office, find me online, or flag down the State Farm Jeep. Don't assume you know how your insurance works. After the storm is too late to find out. Call us today. We can help.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and of course the Section618.com app. Download it today. Google Play in the App Store, powered by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Collinsville. Ton of finals rolling in from around the area. We know Marion beat Jersey tonight, 48-42. Looks like on this Tony Wilt scoreboard update, Harrisburg beat DuQuoin 25-14. As you know, the Rams fell tonight 43-36 to Mascoutah. Freeburg held on to beat Nashville after a late charge, 38-20. Cesar-Valera-Waltonville knocks off Fairfield in a big BDC win, 15-12. Let me see if I can find. Oh, wow. Centralia beats Throttles Olney, 58-12 tonight. That is a big win on the road for the Orphans, who are now 2-0. Trying to remember. Carbondale was. Try to find the Terriers score right quick. Of course, no accounts are never where you need them. We seem to follow an abundance of unnecessary stuff on WMIX Sports these days, making it tougher to find scores on demand. Redbud beat Roxana 26-15 here in the South. And so many more. Scoreboard updates furnished by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Look for that white State Farm Jeep around town and see why having a local agent matters for your insurance. His State Farm team is here to help, as I know Jeff Lonan working on those stats.
Right.
So we'll get. If you're ready, we'll take them. If you're not, we'll get to them a little bit later on.
Well, you know me. I'm not much of a complicated stat keeper, but I keep the ones that matter. And Mount Vernon tonight rushed for 37 times for 307 yards for an 8.3 yard average. That's not too bad at all. Lash had 106 yards on 43 carries. Rivera had 103 yards on 6 carries. Nesbitt had 12 carries for 71 yards. Quarterback McMillan carried the ball 3 times for 5 yards. Fisher Davis 6 carries for 23 yards. And that looks like, I think Mackay Mays had a carry too for no gain. Again, 37 attempts, 307 yards, 8.3 yards per carry. Peyton McMillan was 3 for 6, had 1 interception, and he threw for a total of 112 yards. Rams were penalized 6 times tonight for 55 yards. They only punted the ball 1 time, actually, this game, which is good, for 33 yards, but they fumbled the ball, and this was a big statistic. They fumbled the ball 3 times tonight, and they lost all 3 of those fumbles. And, of course, to go along with just those 2 big special teams misfortunes that we had, that was a lot to overcome. For Mascoutah, they were kind of a 2-man show tonight, with the quarterback, Zane Timon. He rushed the ball 16 times for 102 yards. Owens, the halfback, rushed the ball 21 times for 123 yards. Hall rushed the ball 1 time for 1 yard, and then Middleton rushed the ball 1 time for 21 yards. They ran the ball 37 times for 225 yards. And let's see, Timon he threw the ball quite a bit tonight. He had 16 attempts. He completed 7. He had 1 ball intercepted, and he threw for a total of 81 yards, and he did throw for a touchdown. Mascoutah was penalized 11 times for 75 yards. They punted the ball 3 times tonight for 28.6 yards. And they just squeaked by the Rams 43-36.
An almost night for Mount Vernon Rams football. Almost.
Yeah. But there is a lot of positives that come out of this, and there's a lot of things that coaches can go back now and really, really work on. I said this last week after we won 40-0. This is a work in progress. This was a big step up in competition tonight over what we had last week, as it turns out. But yet at 19.9 seconds, we're ahead, and that's the encouraging thing. And I know everybody wants to win and all that, but just remember where we're coming from here and what we're trying to build. And it was a heck of a game to watch. I don't think too many people left early, that's for sure. I saw a lot of butts in the seats late in the game, and I hope the fans got their money's worth tonight. And I know we did up here, and these guys should be congratulated, these boys, for playing so hard and not giving up in the face of adversity, being down 2 scores at one time, coming back and actually taking the lead, and just coming seconds away from being 2-0. So congratulations to the kids, the team, coaches, and the great fan support that was here tonight.
No doubt. We still have one more segment to come on the Schmitz Chevrolet Buick GMC post-game show. Those were the scoring and stats and some additional thoughts on a big effort from the Mount Vernon Rams tonight. 43-46 loss, though, to the Mascoutah Indians, your final score. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up with our Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game. Again, straight ahead here on the Schmitz Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Schmitz Chevrolet Buick GMC, superior selection and service. Find your perfect ride at Schmitz Chevrolet Buick GMC, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. We'll take a break, come back. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
When you think about planning for tomorrow, it may seem overwhelming. At Country Financial, we have a suggestion. Don't get overwhelmed, get started. Because when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today. With personalized insurance and financial services that can have a big impact on your family's future. Country Financial. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help. I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. Please visit my office at Historic 1004 Main Street, Mount Vernon, or call 242-4024.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin. Just ask our team member Marcus.
Let's just say you can take the restaurants out of America's Dairyland, but you can't take America's Dairyland out of the restaurants. Like the real Wisconsin cheese on our juicy butter burgers, the farm fresh dairy in our fresh frozen custard, even our crispy golden Wisconsin cheese curds. It may sound cheesy, but we love where we come from at Culver's.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Delicious.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game are next.
Welcome back to Schmitz-Relay Buick GMC postgame show, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. As one of the toughest tasks in a game like this is to pick your Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game. And, of course, your Mount Vernon Culver's home of the Juicy Butterburger in Mount Vernon. But why not join the Blue Crew? If you're looking for a fun, fast-paced, good-paying job, work for the Blue Crew family at Culver's in Mount Vernon. Go to culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon, Illinois, and apply today. Again, very, very tough job tonight picking your Culver's 3 stars of the game.
Well, okay, I'll nominate Mylan Nettles.
There you go.
You know, for that big interception down there that really saved us. I think he played very well on defense tonight. And, I think the tendency when we give players of the game away is to always give it to offensive players. And in reality, the defense, even though there were 43 points on the board, they were not responsible for at least, 14, 15, 16 of those.
Right.
Against a state-ranked team. So that would be one nomination from me.
Yeah, number 2 star probably going to have to be Anthony Lash for that big 43-yard touchdown. But then Ethan Rivera had a diving touchdown effort, had an 87-yard touchdown run, and then a 12-yard diving catch in the back of the end zone for a score.
Yeah.
And those are likely your 3 stars of the game. Obviously, you shout out Fisher Davis for his gutsy performance tonight. Fake punt pass.
Yep.
Completed by him. Peyton McMillan came alive with a few big passes tonight as well. And,
He
at
did.
the end of the day, a couple of special teams miscues, not pointing fingers. A lot of mistakes tonight. However, we're not talking about mistakes trying to find bright spots. We had to look for mistakes amongst the bright spots tonight. And
Yeah.
I think that tells you when a program is going to turn a corner. And it may not be there yet, but it feels like that is on the horizon as the Rams lose to state-ranked Mascoutah 43-36 here tonight, Jeff. Just a big game for the Rams. Obviously, you hate to talk about a loss. You hate losing if you're a Mount Vernon fan, but at the end of the day, you don't feel as bad about this one. Still stinks. Don't get me wrong. You hate losing, but you don't feel as bad.
No doubt. It stinks because you're so close.
Right.
And, there's a lot of things that, as I said earlier, are correctable, and I think down the line won't happen, which will create better fortune for us. But these kids are still learning, how to win too. Hey, when you're up 1 or you're down 2 scores or whatever the score may be, this game was back and forth, 1 score, 2 score, 1 score, the whole game, and you're in it with a state-ranked team. And you're just trying to rebuild and be competitive and get some respect. This could have been really bad. You know what I mean? I mean, we could have laid down and, just let them go. No, I don't mean literally, but just instead of just getting after it and refusing to lose that easily, we fought and fought and fought and fought and came back and got that lead, which I thought was that was fantastic, because a lot of teams would have just, hey, we gave it a good shot, but we're not going to finish. We just don't have it in us yet to finish this off, and we did. I mean, we had it right there, 19.9 seconds. So the fight is really kind of what I'm looking at, and they fought hard, and they fought for themselves, they fought for their teammates, they fought for their coaches, and just throw out a couple of those mistakes, and we're 2-0. Right?
No doubt about it. 1-1 instead, headed to Triad on Friday night. We can't video stream from Troy. However, we'll have audio for you on 96.5 FM, 940 AM, and the Section618.com app. Jake Linder, Hank Evans will have the call of that one next week in Madison County. For Jeff Lonan, for Angela French back at the studio, for all of us at WMIX Sports, Withers Broadcasting, and Section618.com, I'm Chris Hugo reminding you the final score. Mascoutah 43, the Mount Vernon Rams 36. So long from the King City.
Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX and the Section 618 app is sponsored by